even though we're late. Always late. Sorry about that, I got distracted in the kitchen. Couldn't decide if I wanted to do coffee or beer. So I chose both.
What's up, buddy?
Yo! Happy Thursday!
Oh, man.
I'm just waiting to see if Twitch is going to pick me up tonight. I think it's going to pick me up tonight.
Yeah,
Let's go. Yeah, I didn't understand anything you just said.
got your notification from Twitch that you want.
Woot, woot. So let's do hello everyone. It is Thursday, September 15, 2016. I think I said that right. Dent, we got Lenos, we got Mizzy, we got Octoberish in the Discord server. And we are still playing Final Fantasy XI online. Alright, so, gotta show you all this real quick. It's probably already been changed, but the last time, like 10 minutes ago that I checked, Dynamis Valkrum, there was absolutely nobody in there. Still nobody in there. It's like, go to Dynamis Valkrum, man. It's like the only time you're going to be the only one in there, right? But, you know, I was planning on trying something tonight. There's nobody in Bosadine either. So I think we're going to do that one. First person in the building. There you go. Turn the lights off. We need to change jobs, don't we? Yeah, but there's another place we can change jobs a little bit closer. Actually, yeah. Go to Mahara. Because Mahara. We're going to do travel to another home point. We're going to do... I think it's on my favorites now, isn't it? Select from favorites. Yep, there it is. Mahara number 1. Yes, please. It's kind of cool. Does a little doop-doop thing. And fun times. Alright, we're going to open this again. Like every time that I watch the video preview, it distracts me. Because it's like, why is it not updating? And the reason's because it's Vista. Friends don't let friends watch Twitch on Vista. Looking at you, friends. Let me do that. Hey, look, it's a mini illusions.
Hey, look, it's a sequel.
Yeah. Quick, avert your eyes. She's gonna change clothes. Changing jobs, main job, just in case. First person. Because it happened that one time. We forgot to go into first person point of view, and it was like, surprise! You don't have any clothes on. You're like, but we're okay here. We're gonna do macro edit macro thieveries. Thievery's good. And then flee. If we can get out of the way of the shell. Not in time. At least he didn't cast deodorize on us. I hate it when they do that. Out the door. There we go. While that's loading. Cheers, everybody. Coffee cup's still hot. Cheers.
Don't fizz over.
Didn't fizz over. Alright, so while Flea is still active, we're just going to stand around and do nothing for a little while. We're going to target the field manual because there was this one time that we went into Dynamis without re-raise, and we pulled one too many Mandies. Actually, we pulled like 12 too many Mandies. And we had to home point and then get our time extensions again. It was just a total chore. But we don't want to do that again. So we're going to do this one. And click the hieroglyphics. We're going to go Dynamis Buburimu with support jobs unlocked. We're going to go find some bunnies. Dance with them. But you need... That's not the right trust. Here we go. Let's get the job ability guys out. Just in case stuff happens. Let's go ahead and do a quick wide scan. I seriously doubt one of the guys we're going to be looking for is going to be on the wide scan. That's the wrong avatar. That's a little 10-minute one. Yeah. And get a little bit further out. That's 3. We should get 2 more. 1 more. Missile Poobaroo, we're waiting on you. Les Mayakov learned Cure Spell. Yes. That's good. Lee again. Spectral Jig. And run in this general direction and tell you find something that'll give us 20 more minutes of time. close enough yet. Effigy. So we never used the wide scan because it was this one time that we were using the wide scan and we like ran right past the mob we were looking for. It's not that one. Yep. Wide scan again. Just kind of thinking that maybe I would see it. I don't know why I would think that, but you know. Alright, there's a statue, but that one's also just a manifest icon. See a carbuncle. Carbuncles should give time extensions. They should. Getting wide scan once again. Nope. Nope. Of course, there's no guarantee that what I'm looking for is even going to be over here. Probably have to go over to the orc camp. Get that one. Yeah, that's the effigy even seen. Map again, wide scan again. Nope. 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 No, maybe. No. See, maybe I saw it. Like, no, just another effigy. And alright, let's run up to the goblin camp and see what they got over there. That's another effigy. How much time I got left on sneaking biz? Over a minute. Fine. There's an NM, but not the one you're looking for. Goblin statue. Alright. Should have gone up here first. Should have. But it makes more sense going a counterclockwise sort of way. I'm going to get you goblin statue. Then I'm going to get that notorious monster dragon along the way. Be awesome if these guys don't aggro. Lee, are you back up? You is. Spectral Jig, you back up. Even better. Did I guess I did. I'm going to run this way now. We're going to look for a dragon. Should be hanging around over here. Now we're going to stab him repeatedly on a dark stay. I think it's also approaching new moon or just coming out of new moon. Let's see. Waning crescent 21%. Okay, I think it's leaving the new moon. Where's the dragon? It's usually over here. Don't tell me we're going to have to use wide scan again for it. Being... There it is. Big giant dragon isn't where he's supposed to be. Getting distracted though. That's another effigy. So we're going to do map, we're going to do wide scan. Dragon sounds unhappy. Where's the image? There it is. It's like right around the corner even. Let's use a... Do I have a treasure hunter button? Not on this line. Not on that line either. There it is. Treasure hunter. Where the Quato shows up. Quato's gonna show up. Oh well. Guess I should have done that at the beginning. Hey, we got a Shade Scale heart and nothing else. So over here, oh, man, this is going to be messy, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to pull everything. By everything, I mean that Beastmaster. Ranged attack, just, maybe not. Maybe we'll just get this guy. Nope. Fail. Fail Mithra. Alright, let's kill this thing quick-lack. Let's go just hit the eviscerate button so I can get my good shoes on. There we go. There's the good shoes. Stab it. In the face. Then we get the samurai. Although every time it's like we stab one of these turtle guys with daggers, he's like, does it even tickle them? Do they even feel it? I mean, obviously they do because they run out of HP. And one of those things makes me wonder. Alright, that's... Hey, melee hose! Good luck, monk. Spectral jig. Let's go get ourselves... Wait, is that... That is... Arenata, the Roman... There's two NMs up. Let's go get this one first, because he's like, I'm lonesome. Shouldn't be lonesome, not on a Thursday night. I'm not even sure what kind of job he is. Watch him be a paladin. No, he's a samurai. Totally a samurai. And you got stunned. So sad. And we got a white shell. White shell wasn't what we were wanting, but we'll go ahead and take it. Spectral jig. Really? You were nowhere near, priest. Nowhere near. Oh, that's not true. He was just like over here. But let's get the bard. Because, you know, maybe he'll drop bard stuff. There's the priest. I was like, where'd the priest go? Nothing. Wow. It's gonna be one of them nights. To somewhere where it won't spill it. Like on the microphone. Just embarrassing. Alright, let's try this again. Flee. Spectral jig. We're running this way. We still haven't gotten the avatar idol yet, have we? Should be over here, because we were able to see it from when we first came in, but... Yeah, see, it's right there. We still need the goblin statue, and we still need the orc, war chief, tombstone, and any other notorious monsters along the way. Not this guy. This guy was just accidental pool. Oh, alright, I see now we're just aggroing everybody tonight. Wow, he fell down fast. I shouldn't laugh at that. There was a time that we used to die rather quickly too. Alright, anybody else? No? Good. We were kind of really hoping that the black mage would have aggroed. You know, this one right here. Because that's always fun. I'm going to hit the map button, we're going to hit the white scan button, we're looking for the goblin statue. Usually they're at the very bottom of the list. Barong's at the bottom of the list. Not the goblin statue. Manifest icon. There it is. Goblin statue is going to be along the way to Orc camp. He's right there. In front of the shaman. Let's see if we can kill it without being detected by the black mage. Could happen. I know we could weapons. Excuse me. My nose started itching something terrible all of a sudden. Must mean someone's talking about me. Bet it's made up. No, I have no idea. Hey, look! The very first thing we clicked on is the War Chief Tombstone. And there's another notorious monster up. I don't know why I keep thinking we should go after those notorious monsters, because they drop so many coins tonight. It's too soon for Spectral Jig Noob. Alright, that's fine. We'll just do us the old-fashioned way. We'll just run out there. Ronfar Cat! Happy Thursday, Ronfar. How are you this fine evening? I'm going to get you Flamecaller Zokdak. How do you even say your name? Zokudoku? I bet it's Zokudoku. That makes more sense. He's gonna play the best song. Never mind. It's a black mage. He's mana fun. There's another one. This one goes after Elvon.
Oh god, hide your kids.
Hide your kids?
No, hide your character if you're me.
Oh! That makes a little bit more sense. I was like, I don't think I have kids. mean, I might. That I don't know about, but does that ever happen anymore?
It's possible.
Hey, buddy, had a bowl of homemade pho. It's not nabiyaki udon, but cheers. I like the nabiyaki udon. It's just yummy. We just like noodles, really. I think I'm going to target the Hecate's eyes accidentally. Yep. See? Always happens. Switch over to anything else. We're so screwed. Yep. Screwed. Never mind. Mayakov saved us. Tell me we got a 100-piece out of all that. We got a cage beast and an Orkdale bronze piece. Yeah. Flea button, you ready? This is what we do when Spectral Jig isn't available. So we pull stuff that, you know, we shouldn't be pulling. And now I have this desire for noodles. Yep. I can fin my Excalibur 119. I just finished Excalibur 119. Congrats! Very jealous. Please tell me that you actually yell out the word fool every time you use a weapon skill. It doesn't have to be the Knights of the Round.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. What'd you get?
Just got a Wind Buffet belt +1.
Congrats! How much you want for it?
I think I'm going to keep it.
Oh! If you keep it, you can't get another one, right? It's rare, isn't it? You know, he's thinking about it. It's like, I already got one. I could sell this one, get another. Keep that one. Gears are turning. Ooh, already take that off. It's already after... We need weapon skill, guys. Put in the delivery box, right? Then farm another. Ron Farcat, that's ingenious.
That is a very good idea.
That is ingenious. Yes. Goodbye, Dancer Macros. There's a bug flying around the monitor. Let's see if I can get it. Nope. Lost it. Disappeared. I can't even... No, I think it's like way too close to show you. The computer that I play this game on, the case is funny shaped. It's like... You know, regular cases are rectangular like that and they have a flat top to it, but the Alienware stuff is kind of like angled in such a way so that the hot air can blow out of the vents unobstructed, so you can press it up against the wall. Don't worry about that, right? And I'll admit, the thing doesn't get hot. And it's got this little itty-bitty platform, maybe 7-8 inches wide at the top. And that's what I found two of my cats sitting on this morning. When I got up, and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And we're like, "Get off that." And they were like, "Crap, get off, quick." Unfortunately, things got so much coolant in it that I guess it's fairly stable. Well, that was my morning. Alright, so now we're just going to kill a bunch of bunnies. Without dances. Well, no, I mean, we can always carry molts ourselves. Because otherwise a Puru will have to do that, and chances are she won't. I wonder... Using like a haste samba, if that would have any effect on all this katana-wielding people. No, there's a Orkdale bronze piece. It's one. Not the one we were looking for, but... Yeah, let's just AoE. Okay, let's AoE this one. And... Because I think it's that time of day that you can AoE, right? Yeah. Magic is going to be starting at midnight-ish. I think we got all the time extensions. Oh, then I think about... Uh-oh. Just lost Tate. Oh... It's only funny because it's funny. Although I bet if I was to use a smaller damaged weapon skill, then... There we go. Good job, Tenzin! And everybody else.
So were you going after any more MP weapon skills?
On Cyndaquil? Probably not.
On
Dent?
any of your characters?
Song? Oh yeah. Eventually.
I'm gonna be going after CDC for this.
Well, let me know because I got a bunch of slots.
Hey, pair of Assassin's Armlets -1. We should make that like a Sunday thing. Let's unlock weapon skills. We have so many. We can use it on the Apex mobs. Yeah, they have a lot of health. Could work out that way. Running in front of this one. Did I forget one? No. I was like, is there one still standing over there? Terrorized, maybe? Excuse me, Mr. Bunny. Yeah, let's get this one over here, too. Nightmare bunnies. I don't know. Is it possible to have a nightmare with a bunny? Probably is. Although, it's probably not fear of the bunnies, I would think. It'd be probably more fear for the bunnies. But then again, I still haven't read Watership Down. It's next to the, well, it's on the nightstand. I just need to be really bored one night. It's like, let's read this book. And not have bad dreams. Almost there. Oh, we got it.
Jesus Christ.
Almost sounds like a strike, except, you know, with shot glasses instead of bowling pins.
And that's what he just knocked down a bunch of. Thank God they were in the freaking.
So you're not building this pyramid of beer bottles, are you? Because
I'm not that type of. Maybe a pyramid of shot glasses with beer bottles.
yeah. I mean, that's why we got them arranged in the cabinet, even. You know, there's always going to be somebody that takes one from the bottom and the whole thing comes crashing down. They're like, what were you thinking? It's like, I thought it was the closest one. Man, build your shot glass pyramids with a stronger base. Speaking of shot glasses with a stronger base, hi, Mrs. D. How you doing? Oh, he ate a carrot before he died. So cute. Alright, so how are we doing so far? We're not getting a lot of bronze pieces, that's for sure, but we're also not spending 500k a stack on them either. So let's see, you need 30 more stacks. So that'd be like, what, 15 million if you're to spend 500k per stack? Something like that. Probably have the math slightly wrong. It was like 300k a stack, no problem. I don't mind spending that. That seems like what it's worth. 500k feels high, but oh well. No procs. Still not 2400 yet. Oh, look what you did, Tenzin. Killed it. What's supposed to kill? Uh-oh. And I don't even have a provoke to provoke them off, or try this again. Okay, apparently my AoE weapon skills are doing nothing tonight. But that one did quite well. Getting light. Well, why not? You know, I mean, it's just like, of course it would do light. Alright, let's do energy drain. Okay, well, at least it got proc before it exploded into the nothing. There's one over here. I don't know how we missed this one earlier. But since we still got like an hour and a half left to the game day. Damn, quit critting.
Back.
Welcome back.
Appreciate it.
You can kill Jaggedy Earjack and sell rabbit charms for Gil, and Gil for 100 pieces, and 100 pieces for Excalibur, and Excalibur for glory. This is true.
So I unlocked that
Fool.
today and Beastmaster.
Something about a Beastmaster?
Oh, I said I unlocked Summoner and Beastmaster today.
Oh, congrats.
Actually, I think I want to use Summoner, but there's a lot of fame you gotta do, and I don't. That's a lot. Man. I was getting frustrated. Man, this is not fun.
I want to say they lowered the fame requirements, but maybe they did.
That's what I read.
They did, but it's still a ridiculous amount.
It is.
Like, it's 250 gag necklaces.
Well, they changed it to like 150, I think. Still.
No, it was like 500. They halved
Oh.
it.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
See, back in my day,
Back in my day.
you needed like 12,000 Yagudo necklaces, and they didn't stack.
What do Beastmasters use for weapons?
Axes mainly.
Oh, actually,
And most Beastmasters now sub ninja. And
Really?
Yeah.
My
Like,
dancer too, right?
Dancer too, but ninja more often because of cleaving. Yeah. Most of the time, Beastmasters solo cleave. Beastmaster Black Mage.
I would have never seen a Beastmaster. I would have thought Beastmaster Black Mage. Alright. Oh, we forgot one. I don't know how we forgot you. Just did.
I guess Beastmaster is more common. You know, a lot of these people pulling and cleaving.
Do you happen to have an axe to borrow?
So
Which level?
I have a. I don't think I have a level 1 app.
Is it just at the auction house?
You can purchase them with Sparks.
Yeah, like Sparks your restaurant.
Oh yeah, I guess I can do that. Level 1 of maybe?
Yeah, they have a lot of level 1 stuff. They even have, I think, the entire bronze subleaguer set.
Yep.
Oh really?
If you so desired, yeah.
Oh.
Alright, let's go aggro some more bunnies. Bum, bum, ba-dum. So since now after midnight, for the next 8 hours, we might be able to proc a bunny using a magic spell. Key emphasis on the word might. We do have Shantoto 2 out, so there's a very good chance that we're going to end up with a barbecued bunny. But, don't want to aggro. Okay. Flea shoes just got activated, so we're going to aggro them all. And there we go.
Well, guys, I'm out for tonight.
Alright, dude.
Alright, man.
Wish me luck. I'm aiming for 6 stacks of coins tonight.
Yeah.
2 stacks an hour. Yeah, could happen. Not doing it this way, though.
Yeah. I'll see what I can muster up if I'm on at all tomorrow. If I do some things.
If you want. Let's see.
Also, if I spam Green Biscuit enough, I may be able to get you a couple silver pieces.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. It's 2,000 hallmarks for 1 silver piece, so.
A lot of spamming.
How
Yeah.
many silvers do you need?
I think 30? Let's do...
I got 10 on me.
Ooh. I'll let you know when I'm up to 90. Yeah, I need 30 more.
I still can't believe someone actually bought one of my Jade shells for 325k.
You're the one that undercut me.
I do that. That's how you make money.
Uh-huh.
Ow, cat. Turn. That's
That's
how you
all. None of them moved? I like checked it out and it was like the price I dropped 5k. And I'm like, S-O-B? Who did that? Now I know.
But it's not.
Well, it says on the list anyways.
Yeah, I never actually look at the names.
Well, if it was on the auction house, then it wasn't me. I just have them up on the bar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was the auction house that
Yeah.
I was looking at.
The auction house is way to sell stuff way too slow.
I was thinking about spamming Aapec and, you know, selling his shells, but I'm not exactly sure that's something that I can spam.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I'd say spam Merit Fight and sell the Plutons.
Yeah.
Set up one of your accounts AFK with a bunch of Plutons in the bazaar when you log off for the night. Perfect.
If we weren't needing those Plutons ourselves,
Yeah,
because
that's...
we're definitely not going to upgrade Excalibur using Umbral Marrows. I don't have to.
I need 150 Plutons for myself too for my JSE weapon.
Almost got enough for one more stack. 5 more to do it. Come on, Bunny, we want to dance.
See you guys later.
Alright, dude. Sleep tight.
Yep.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Later.
Bugs in the bed. It's gotta be like the craziest thing. Guess I shouldn't laugh. Somebody out there is going, hey! They're really tough to get rid of. Like, I imagine they are.
Well, I mean, you can get roaches in the bed too.
Yeah.
Tree roaches are notorious down there.
I think that's the reason why I never want to go back to Houston. We lived there for many years. Giant roaches, no matter how clean you kept the place. It's like, oh.
Upon
Yes.
research, it's basically just tree roaches that actually live in the roots of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
When it rains, they go to drier ground.
Inside, because, yeah,
Exactly.
makes sense. Of course, they're more scared of us than we are of them. They're like, oh crap!
Yeah, but when you wake up with one of them falling on top of you,
Into your ear.
I'm not into your ear, but across your stomach or something.
What is this one
I
story?
thrown one so hard, I couldn't find it after I was done.
Oh, it's nasty. Oh well. Hey, the bunnies are dead. How many did that give us? That gave us 4. That entire pool, man. Alright, after this pool, I'm going to switch back to job ability dancers, and I think it is... I don't remember which mobs it is. Crawlers? Yeah, I think it's the crawlers that you can J spam. Ooh. Oh, I pulled a lot, didn't I? Famous last words. Alright, we'll just go this way. Shantoto will destroy you all momentarily. Yay! Lots of bronze, 3 of them. More stabs, more beer, more cheers, everybody. It's Thursday night, it's almost Friday. God, I'm so looking forward to Friday. Lanos, your Kenshin movies, have they come in the mail yet?
I haven't bought them yet, and I gotta wait a little bit longer.
Oh, that's too bad. Gosh, Kelly started disagreeing with me. I will say this. The magic spam, least amount of work on my part. You just basically stab it for treasure hunter. So I'm gonna guess Skill Finder doesn't help with ancient currency, does it?
You'll find your no, treasure hunter, yes.
Yeah. Let's go and put big shoes back on. Don't really need the movement speed too much. Oh, these things not dead yet. Die, bunnies. Die. There's faster ways of doing it. There's one more after there, isn't there? Yep. What? Oh, this was the better pull. Not by much, though. Alright, so we're going to dismiss everyone now. Of course, what's going to happen is I'm going to dismiss them and get job abilities. I'm going to go out, kill some crawlers, and when it's time to come back to these guys, there'll be somebody else here. Like, no! My bunnies! But they're double check. Is there anybody else out here now? No, just us. Okay. Remember, what else is there? F's? I don't know why I'm asking. Got the internet at my fingertips. It's just slow. Dynamis. I love how Dynamis Bestock is on my favorites as far as what Google's concerned. Like, really, I haven't been there since that one time we were in our swimsuits and pulled too many. Remember it like it was just yesterday. Bleed, spectral jig. Run in this general direction. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Dynamis Buburimu. I was hoping there'd be like a fast way up there, but I don't think there is. Oh. Close. Pulled up a picture of Buburimu. Hey, that's not what I wanted. Maybe it was. Maybe we just didn't know what we want. I mean, I could go that way and get a few of the crawlers. Not enough, I say. But that's just me. And actually, when I said I could go this way, I really meant over here. But actually, let's check it out. How few could there be? Central America, Buburimu. When the doll mills fell. Oh, where's the damn X button? I want to close the advertisement. No, okay, this is kind of a shortcut. But yeah, scroll down, keep scrolling. You can do it. Oh, here we are. The map. That's what I was looking for. Open in a new tab. Close this old tab because it's full of advertisements. There we go. Let us... I think they aggro by sound. Sound seems to be appropriate. That'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just do 9. I could have gone for 10, but I think I would have probably gotten like 12 or 13 accidentally. Alright, JA spam time. So many... Yep, there we go. This is what we were missing right here. Eviscerate time now. We can go after crawlers, ravens, and Urganites. Not so good. Then Mandragoras, bunnies, and Fs. Scorpions, crabs, and bellman. Okay. Oh, press one button. Click, click, click. I forgot to hit the JA spam button after I killed that last one, didn't I? Yeah. Staring at the interwebs. Again. Eviscerate, if you can. Just gonna be a little short this time, aren't you? More procs. More eviscerations. 6k. Wow. I mean, it's not like these guys got a lot of defense. It's not like they don't either, but oh well. This right? Don't have enough TP for that, unfortunately. At least somebody used a haste samba. We like the haste samba. Are you targeting Ordell monsters only? We were thinking about doing that. And then this drop rate was so poor. So bad. That's like, you can get more than double the coins going to the different camps. And then sell twice as many coins to get the same number of coins for the Ordell bronze pieces. So it's like, yeah. I hate to say, I think that one just pulled, procced, but yeah. Davis for but you know you don't have enough TP for it. If he hits sneak attack. Too late now. J spam. Ta-da! Oh no, you saw what Lilith just did there? Yeah, I saw it too. Just had a flashback when she did that. Instantly I started thinking about the Cowboy game last Sunday. Oh, season of disappointment starts again. I was trying that one time, but I died real fast to the Griffins. Okay, out in the Valkrum. So those guys are true sight. Hello, Mr. Cruller. I'm going to bring some of your friends with us. 2, 3. God, I'm running so slow. 4, 5. Really? Just 5? That's it? What if... Yeah, here we go. Can you hit that one? All the way down there? I think you can. I think she's going to. Woohoo! Don't run down the wrong way, Cindy. That's all I'm gonna... Jeez. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Curing Waltz onto yourself. Don't even try to kill him with an evisceration until you get this under control. Oh, jeez. I think I tried to sub something like Samurai to do weapon skill spam, then I went back to Dancer sub. Yeah. I was tempted to bring Dentro along, his Black Mage, and, you know, spam spells. And then I thought, it's Dentro. He'll get killed. And then we'll be all like, dang it, now we gotta get Faria's Coffin to get him a res. It's happened before. In this zone, even. Ah, memories. We had to use the Faria's Coffin to get him up, too. Okay, I don't know if I procced anything or not. Stay there. Don't move. Don't. That's not even a JA spam button. That's your range attack weapon. Macro. I think we're okay. I'm going to eviscerate this one now. Oh, sad face Ron Parkat. And more procs? More whiffs? Feels like more whiffs. There we go. Not enough TP for any evisceration. Getting closer. And just thought of something. If we could do like a bottle of beer for every time that we get a proc tonight, we'd be so poor because beer. I died to the Marlboro Notorious Monster when it was on tile a day. Once. One try a day limit. Bad breath. Bad breath sucks. You gotta zerg that thing down fast. Beastmaster pets. That one's already dead. Or procced. So just finish it off. By finishing it off, I mean let's stab it in the side. So I'm sure it's ticklish. I think it'd be ticklish. Already procced. Maybe I should be using something like Bully? Let's get a little bit more to the side because I'm not exactly... There we go. More spam. Poor Peru. Off tanking. Makes me feel bad. Not very bad, just, you know, in the paladin sort of way. White mage shouldn't be tanking. Shouldn't be. Somebody should be using Haste Samba. I thought that one was already procced. Whoopsie. J spam tap. A little closer. No, maybe not. Like old Mayakov. You just think twice before you throw your faith here again. Before you throw your faith there again. It was face. And it was throw instead of show. That's kind of cute. I like how he holds the one sword to his chin like he's lost in thought, contemplating something. It's something I would almost do. If I had a sword. Or two swords even. For dual wielding. Let's see if we got any repops. 717. We should be running back to Bunnies. Yeah, let's run back to Bunnies. We're gonna hit the flee button. We're gonna hit the spectral jig button. We're gonna push forward on the control stick. Go left on the camera, right on the camera, and does that thing. That's about it. You can also run backwards, but... So I wonder if it's... No, shouldn't do that. I was thinking though, is it possible to like aggro a crawler from way far away so he links with all his friends and then try to outrun him long enough to not lose Spectral Jig? Bet it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's called range attack.
Range attack. Well, yes. There is a little bit of an animation delay. Alright, so we are going to drop the invis. We're going to aggro a bunny by walking in front of it repeatedly until it aggros. There we go. And since it's not 8 o'clock yet, we get to do the same thing with all the other bunnies. Maybe the flee button will activate on the shoes. We'll just take a lot of damage. Get the curing waltz ready. Yeah, we just gotta go into a holding pattern for the next 7 minutes. You can do it, Cyndaquil. I've got faith in yous. Around the boulder. Maybe they want... Oh shoot, they're trying to cut you off. I hate when they do that. Alright, now it's 8 o'clock. Commence! The job ability spamage. Yes. Eviscerate. Even though I should probably save it for the curing waltz. Hey, 1337 HP. That used to mean something. I don't think it does anymore. I don't know if we staggered this one or not. You get any good abjurations from the event? No, we got a lot of keys though. We're holding on to the keys until the day we're ready to make our own +1 cursed gear. But now it's more something we're gonna be saving for Dentro, and he's ready for that kind of stuff. Theoretically, as it is right now, I mean, I could probably devote one entire character on all their inventory to all the different types of abjurations available in this game, and it wouldn't be enough. And it got to the point that there wasn't anything that King Behemoth could drop that we didn't already have. First, now I'm looking at some of the drops that I want from King Behemoth for Paladin stuff, and I'm like, oh, God, I should have saved it. No, well, do the keys stack? They do. They stack into 99, I believe. At least 5. I got the Boosh in hand. Congrats. 119 Paladin. Only slightly jealous. No, it's the +1 cursed gear is a little difficult to come by. Partly because, I don't know, supply and demand. You know, there's plenty of crafters that can craft it. It's just like there isn't so much demand for it, so I spend the money doing it. One day, I'll be ready to do it. Maybe, theoretically. I didn't uncurse it yet, though. Whoops. Way to go, Lilithset. Taking the hate off me. I could try to get it back, but It'll just be too easy. Get the stab. The spam. The eviscerate. Rinse and repeat. Wonder. Nah. I mean, I suppose I could. I could change my dance macros to STNPC. Excuse me. That way, when ability is ready to be fired, little cursor arrow will pop up and I can redirect it onto any other mob. Whereas, don't have to worry about. We'll continue attacking. Boom. Really? That one only dropped one? And we procced it? Wow. Got the monk slash Sam slash pup pants the other day too. Rao Haidate. That sounds neat. Is that the one that Ninja can wear as well? It is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe Ninja gets all the other good pieces of gear. It was this time. I remember in WoW, it was paladins. They could wear any type of armor: cloth, leather, chainmail, plate. Even though they should have just been wearing plate. They had magical plate armor for those magical paladins. You know, the ones that like to heal. But they were all like, hey, it's got stats on it I can use. I'm taking it. They're like, but you're a tank. It's like, yeah, but one day for my heal set. You understand. I'm like, no. It's a clothy set. For like a, you know, yeah, call them sorcerers, wizards, black mages. You know, the magic casters that made stuff go boom. Fireballs, yeah. Alright, let's go over here, because this one little bunny didn't want to dance with the others. Actually, there were two bunnies over here. They don't want to dance with... Wow. They're all going to go behind me. Of course they are. Spam time. Evisceration time. If you have enough TP for it. I don't think you do. Oh, I just remember what I forgot to take. Mid pills. Well, we'll take them now. Those the people you don't want to trust in real life to babysit your kid. Fortunately, one of my cats requires medication and medical treatment on a day-to-day basis. So, the few times we get to leave town, she goes to the vet. And since we're taking her to the vet, we might as well take all the cats to the vet. Unless it's really like a short trip, because cats are okay by themselves for like a couple of days. As long as you leave the window open, fresh water, that kind of stuff. Cheers. Although they hate going, oh my goodness. The youngest one, he hated a pet taxi so much, he would start banging his head into the door to try and force it open. Kind of like, what was his name, Ram Man from the He-Man days? Yeah, I know it's starting to age me, isn't it? Time? Oh, he's got lots of time. How many coins we get? No idea. Oh, we're almost out of space again. Okay, we're about a stack and a half the way through coin number 2. Sup? Yo. How you doing? Remember me? Lenus, if you're still there, which Walk of Echoes does the Wind Buffet +1 drop from?
13.
13. Lucky 13. I can remember that one. Thank you. It's like part of me wants to do Ambuscade this weekend, another part of me is going like, Walk of Echoes, noob. I figure there'll be a lot of folks on during the weekend, spamming it. over and over and over again. Maybe enough to keep the hate off Song and Dent. Probably not. I should have used Eviscerate earlier. Oh well. Next! Eviscerate. Poked in its side. Poor little buddy. Next! I don't know, now that I think about it, it's not really so much dances with bunnies. I mean, sure, they're dancing. Especially the little set. Like, wow. Maybe we should have done this on a dancer main. Not that our dancer main's high enough level to be doing this stuff, but, you know. These things I think of. Time to time. Spam button. Makov. Okay, never mind. Do your thing. I don't think we get enough treasure hunter on this one. Alright. 8 more coins. Good coins, too. So if a silver piece goes for 500,000-ish, and it takes 100 bronze pieces to make a silver coin, then that basically means each individual coin is roughly worth about 5k? 5k times 100 is 500k.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So, here's the way I'm doing the math in my head. Every time one of these coins drop, it's like 5k. And given there's other stuff that drops too, like the forgotten items. Although these forgotten, they don't go for a lot. I think you can put them in a bazaar for 500 gil each, and they probably won't sell. That being said, I don't really see too many. There's one. There's a forgotten stuff. Vanquish Plantoids. If only it worked on Mandy's. So there's like 15k right there. 15k saved right there. I'm going to target you next, Mr. Nightmare Bunny. At least I think you're a Mr. Nightmare Bunny. You might be a Mrs. Makes more sense now. It's probably a Mrs. Nightmare Bunny. Alright. It was one of those moments I thought I was having an epiphany. It was probably just gas. Is this one not... There we go. This is like, why isn't this guy not proccing? This is stuff that nightmares are made out of. I'm gonna do a quick search real quick because I'm paranoid. Anybody else in here? Yeah. Speaking of Buzz, he's a ninja. So maybe he's just upgrading a piece of gear. Because you need like experience points to get it up to the +2 with the enchantment on it, right? Not that anybody does that. Except me. Spam buttons. Great time to do that, by the way. It's during the double XP event. So I always thought that the double XP wouldn't count towards things such as that. But it does. Like, quite literally, you need like 30,000 XP. Come into here during the double XP event with an XP ring on, you like 10 mob kills and you're done. Like, wow. That was fast. And there were folks that were arguing, saying, no, it doesn't count as far as this is concerned. And other people are like, no, I think it does work. And another guy's like, yeah, I just went in there, I killed 10 mobs and finished it. They're like, you lie. Like, I might be mistaken. I might be trolling too, but rarely do I lie. Eviscerate. I don't think I'm a troll. Try not to be. 13:01. Okay, we got 3 more hours-ish of bunnies. Walking for you. And you. I guess you too. Maybe you. Get these guys. Then we'll come back and get that last one. We forgot one? Really? Oh, so sad. Alright, let's go get that guy. Can't leave a bunny left behind, right? No bunnies left behind. We're gonna go up along. Oh, shoot. This is. Alright, that them there was the close stuff. I was like, what? 2 hits away from having to use a re-raise item? But hey, nobody's left behind, so it all works out. Ish. There's a Buburimu. Can she cure from behind a rock? Let's find out. I thought it was a bunny that ran back there, but it was her. Alright, time to investigate. I guess she can cast cure through solid rock. Dang. You know what that means? That means magic is not affected by line of sight. I think it would. He's almost dead. There we go. Next. I love how she just shows up and we start attacking. And she's like, I'm out of here. Think we procced it? I think I saw exclamation points, but I don't remember anymore. Yeah, I see it now. Almost out of health. Next. Okay, maybe next wasn't ready. Mayakov! This is why we have too many roses in the house. We don't have any roses in the house. Wouldn't that be something fun? Oh, there's one. There's 2, actually. Maybe even 3. Wait for it. Wait, now. Alright, here comes the last one. Counter coins, because counting coins is fun. 2 stacks of bronze. 6 white shells, and not a stack of 1 vines yet. Rocks are definitely getting better. Mayakov, too many roses, and Lilith, too many. It's a good thing she's not sensitive about those ears. Because she would, like, do this spinning pirouette with her daggers drawn and go after that special spot back of your neck like she did that orc. Yeah, that cutscene. She's scary when she wants to be. Especially when she grows up. That's like really scary. Alright, let's see if we can get some dancing bunnies on top of some boxes. Yes! King of the box. If only we could go up to the box, right? Just make things so much more entertaining. Next, we're gonna hit this job ability spam. We're gonna dance with this here bunny. Hopefully getting a proc out of it. Say that and I haven't even looked at the time. It's still time. There it is. And nothing. Because we didn't have enough TP. So sad. Like, I'm trying to think what a good it's funny. So part of me is thinking, you know, this is the last stage before you get Excalibur. You're almost there. Another part of me is going like, no, it's not the last stage. This is just going to be the last of the easy stuff. You have to start unlocking that thing, get it up to the 119. Run, Varkat! How long did it take you? Off and on. To get Excalibur up to 119 is going to take like, you know, 7.4 weeks. It's not so bad. Oops. Do we not have aggro? Kind of feels like we don't have aggro. We got aggro off of 1. Bum, bum, bum. Oh. Kitty got up, so I was able to readjust my sitting position. Much more comfortable this way. And spam. We just got a little bit of time left. So instead of pulling a whole bunch of them, I'll just try and grab one, proc it, kill it. See how many we can do that way until the next 30 minutes. Excuse me, of game time. Ooh. That one tasted like dinner. Sorry. It's kind of sad. A month or two, but only Dynamis and nothing else. I kind of like the look on this guy's face. Just all, hi! What do I think about it? It's eventually Syndical is going to have to do a get a Mog critter for her Mog garden. I've been torn as to which critters we should go for. I mean, obviously, maybe pick something with you know, stuffs in it. Things that's good for Paladin. Something like, you know, that'll give like increased block rate to shield, or damage reduction minus, or vitality increase, or those kind of crazy things. And again, I just want something cute. Do they get any cuter than bunnies? Maybe. Alright, now it's 1600. Now we're gonna hit the flee button. Spectral Jig button. We're gonna hit the run this way button. It's gonna be scorpions, crabs, or dolmels. Really? Those are our only choices. Feels like we're forgetting something, right? I guess scorpions. I mean, the scorpions that they got here are not difficult. Or the ones that they have close by, at least, are not difficult. This is going to be where I find out that I don't have Spectral Jig up. Like, oopsie. I know south of here they got the Fs, EFTS, but I think those also drop the bronze pieces. Not worth going after. Dang. No, no matter. Scorpions. Excuse me. Crabs and dolmels. Scorpion should be past here. And there's also a notorious monster that shows up in the same camp with them. We should pull that guy as well. What's his name? Barong? Barsong? Something like that. Not really too interested in his super secret drop. Just more along the lines of maybe he'll drop another silver piece. I think we had one of those drop last night. I think so, yes. I had 2 coins drop last night. Silver piece, and I want to say 100 bind bill. That was in Keefum. Quifum. And since these guys are like a lower level, I feel safer pulling too many. Maybe just pull too many. Approaching animation lock. Animation lock achieved. We're doing something, because I see little animations going off here and there, but okay, there we go. Now I can move the Syndical just so slightly back a little bit. Really? Alright. Rule set. I'm going to dismiss you and bring out a Skulka. I gotta get the hate back. Hate back. Thank you. Now Jet A spam. Before it dies. Well, kind of figured that was going to be a problem. Weapon skill too many times. Alright, good. That one proc just as it died. More spam buttons. Just like this. Like another one just before it died. Lots of white shells. White shells that don't sell because somebody's undercutting us. Mini. Please not put him on the auction house. Can't really blame him for that. So, suppose I could do the same thing with Song. Put a bunch of stuff on him. Leave him logged in overnight. Sitting on a chair. Yeah, I should do that. Skulka legs are skinny. Probably not very good to stand. I'm going to eviscerate because I think that one got proc. I definitely saw little double arrows go up. And definitely saw double white shells drop, so yay. Proc, you nightmare scorpion. Proc now! Cyndaquil and the nightmare scorpions when the procs failed. Nah, it's gotta be like Cyndaquil and Mayakov when the proc failed. Or the flowers fell, the roses fell. That gets a little cheesy. Where is... If I was a big giant dragon hanging out, where would... Oh, there he is. I think it's a he. Hi, Mr. Dragon. Yeah, I think this should be enough. Definitely got a lot here. I like it when the dragon even gets lined up perfectly. You can't really time that any better, right? I mean, I suppose you could time it better, but that's pretty freaking awesome. Spam buttons. Q. Stop this nonsense now! And Q would be like, oh, alright. Can't do it with the full flash, but yeah. And who are we fighting? We're fighting a Nightmare Scorpion. Alright. So I couldn't see any red names. It's like everything's unclaimed. That's how many bad guys you pulled. Speaking of not proc. Oh. Oh, okay, this one made up for it. Oh, we got a Bard's Cape, so that happened. More stabs, more spam. Because everyone loves spam. They may not admit to liking spam. If you don't like spam, then you just haven't had it prepared properly. Because anything that's unhealthy for you has got to be good. And more spam. Maybe that's what I should do. Friday night dinner. It's like, hey, now you got a level bard. I have a bard at 75. That was the hardest job to solo to 75. For me. Other folks probably didn't have so much trouble, because I'm sure they did it the right way. But as opposed to me, I had leveled bard a lot the same way that I leveled my monk. Just walk up to something and start punching it in the face. It's this one time. Something, I think it was with Korra, and he had to leave, and when he left, all the Trust NPCs left, and we were fighting something, so it was just me. And it was okay, because we were in a level sync party, and what we were fighting should have been too weak. And it was too weak. And the deal wore off, and I was all like, alright. We're gonna pwn this guy now. Only realizing that it's doing more damage to me than I am doing to it. Oh no. I'm like, alright, we got this, we got this. You got Dancer sub, just spam a cure on you. It was like you only had like cure 1 at that time. Like, you can't get TP because you can't even hit the thing because your accuracy on Bard is so bad. I'm like, alright. Don't panic. What would... I'm trying to think of one of the awesome bards that I knew from the past. Yes. What would Mr. Cat do? I was like, oh, he would put a lullaby on it. Like, oh, okay. Lullaby. Lullaby's resisted. Alright, Mr. Cat, what would you do then? And he's like, I would bend my knees, lean forward, and kiss my Taro goodbye. Because He was Taru, but his name was Mr. Cat. If you watched Red Dwarf, you would get the reference. Even if you didn't watch Red Dwarf, you should get the reference now. And spam. I like how he had an elven name, Crichton. And the Galco was named after the android that came to replace Crichton, but it was like a homicidal maniac. Because who would it be after being stuck in a transport craft for 50 million years? Do you play Final Fantasy XIV? We played it twice. We gave it, well, it was like 3 days into when it first launched in the 1.0 days. Some would call it the post-alpha. And we rage quit while fishing because this game sucked. And then we didn't play it for years and years and years. And then Realm Reborn came out and everyone was like, it's awesome, you should play it. And I'm like, taste. The bad taste is still in the mouths. You don't understand. They're like, oh, I understand, but you should play it. I'm like, no. And then Heaven's Sword came out and everyone was like, you should play it. It's awesome. And I'm like, alright. We had an itch. And we figured once they were through with the console support for this game back in March. End of March. We're like, alright, we'll give 14 a try. We'll play it for a month. And in the beginning, we were still fighting that urge to want to log back into Final Fantasy XI every day because they added a lot of really neat stuff that first month after they dropped console support for everything. And it didn't get very far. It was, most players were like, you don't play Final Fantasy XIV for its story. At least not until you get to Heaven's Sword. Apparently the story gets pretty good there. To be honest, I'd rather play this than 14. This game is a bit more grindy, per se. It's got more character to it. I will say that. And community's still not as big as it once was, but still pretty awesome. And Curly Tail, happy Thursday. Almost happy Friday. Trucking more scorpions, getting more coins, stabbing more things in the face. Doesn't get much better than that. For a Thursday night. How many coins are we up to? Curiosity. We're still working on our first bind build. And okay, it's seems to have slowed. Or maybe time's just going by a little bit faster and it really hasn't. More spams. More procs. Anytime today. We're gonna take a little set out of this. But yeah. Parry all the attacks. I think I got parry capped on Cynical's Thief. I think I got it capped on the Paladin too. Combat skill. Yeah, we still need to cap archery and marksmanship, but yeah. Where's parry? Down at the bottom. 675 parrying skill. Wow. Seems like a lot. Seems like excessively too much. Not complaining. We'll take every little ounce of OP that we can get, but yeah. It's something I've been tempted to play around with. Right now we're using this thing called the Dampener's Torque. It's dropped off of Tier 3 Eshta Zata mob. I don't remember which one. And it's got accuracy, it's got attack, it's got magic damage taken -4%, it's got HP plus. I mean, got everything we want for a paladin. And I'm like, you know, actually the accuracy could help with Thief. Then we also have this from 75 days. C, the Love Torque. Dagger skill +7. I don't know if +7 dagger skill, when you already have outrageously stupid high dagger skill to begin with, is going to make much of a difference. It's going to make a difference. I just don't know how much. And given these mobs are not good mobs to test this out on because they're all, how shall we say, they're all bordering on too weak. Seems like incredibly easy prey. Low evasion and defense, but I don't know. It's just something about wearing something called the Love Torque that, you know, tickles my fancy. Although in the Japanese version of the game, I'm sure it translates more as, instead of saying the Love Torque, it's probably more the Torque of Love. With that voice even. Eviscerate time, and I think as soon as I hit the Eviscerate, it changes my gear. So that I'm probably wearing the... Yeah. So we could fix that macro. We could change the gear swap to other things. Or we could just find a message board that talked about it. There are better torques. There's one in Esjaruan. I think that has like plus 15 dagger skill. Which may or may not be equivalent to just, you know, cranking it up to 11. Maybe it is. Probably it isn't. Probably would need better daggers to get full use, but oh well. I remember what I forgot to do when we were fighting Barong a moment ago. I forgot to hit all my treasure hunter ability stuffs. Try and crank that up as high as possible. Is he up? No, it's another scorpion. Probably won't be up before it's time to go switch to crawlers. More stab, stab, stabs in the face, face, face. Brock, quick! Not gonna happen. Oh well. At least we got 203 limit points that we don't need. Ish. There's not anybody else up, just you two guys. There's one. Ow! Punch me in the butt. Who does that? Scorpions do. It's just their nature. Nope. There's one. Scorpion senpai. No. Maybe? No. And anybody up, really? It's just gonna be these four. Alright, turn around and start stabbing them in the face. Don't have a whole lot of time for proccing, but we'll get lucky. Ish. Okay, we're not gonna get lucky. We're gonna waste all our time on this first one. Yups. Next. And then Lilisette's gonna do her AoE thing and kill them all. Because reasons. Eviscerate. Quick lack. Hit the spam button. Wow. That one made up for its friends. Being difficult to proc. Got two there. Didn't even get that one off that one that refused to proc. That's what's really... Yeah. Yeah, just stab it in the butt. Alright, 2306, we can get a couple more. Just wondering if we were getting the warning. It was like, you're going to be kicked out of Dynamis soon. Thanks for playing. You and you. I was going to say, do they not want to aggro? I guess there are times in every Scorpion's life where it's like, no, no, no. I'd rather not aggro you. And that would be most of that's probably the smart move. One of the wiser choices. We're going to do this right button. We're going to put the beer bottle, which is mostly empty, here. And then cozy, not so hot cup of coffee now. Back over here while we sit back and let the auto attack do the job for us. At least until mob dies and You get to respam job abilities. Yeah, this really got cold. Almost put it in the microwave. But, oh well. I'm not sure which is worst. Cold coffee? Or cold coffee that's been heated in the microwave. They're both, how shall we say, undesirable. Yeah, I know they got those coasters that you can like plug into a USB port and be like a little hot plate. A model car that I have has cup holders that can keep your cup of coffee warm. Like that's kinda awesome, but at the same time kinda excessive. At least it feels like. Okay, you just got a little bit of time left to proc, dude. Yes! Just a little bit of time left on the clock. He procced. Thank you for those 2 white shows. That gets us 6.6. No, sorry, 6.5k closer now. Thanks, Minnie. Flee. Change your shoes. Get the spectral jig. Continue running in this general direction. Macro, edit macro, thief, confirm. Spectral jig. Let's do a wait. Oops, on the wrong screen. That's the wrong screen too. Hello, H. Galleon. Turn to the left here. Happy Thursday to you. Still have to check, see what day it is. Wait, 1. Alright, so now I'm gonna take this here, equip Arion boots out of the spectral jig and put it here. And we're gonna see if that's the wrong one. Flee. I think I made a wrong turn. This feels wrongish. And one way to find out. We're gonna delete that. So the idea being we'll still have the ability to flee, but as we're in the middle of our animation, we're gonna swap gear, and that was a screen I've never seen before. Maybe reduce the amount of downtime off our flee. Thought might work. Probably won't. These are all the mandates. I get that feeling stuff's crawling all over you. I've been getting that feeling ever since Lanos was talking about big giant wood roaches crawling over your belly. Finally got to do some Esja. Tier 1s are pretty easy. They can be. I don't care for that Marlboro myself, but that guy sucked. You know, let's get these guys first. Don't want to bite off more than I can chew. Can low man them. You can low man them. Some would say you could probably even that's what I'm looking for. Come back to me here in just a moment. Probably solo them with those dudes. I'll remember their names here in a little bit. I already forgot. Definitely have to use more hit and run tactics. Can't really melee them straight up. That sounds about right. I'm gonna carry waltz onto myself. Thank you. With more spam. It's like, I want to say, now that we got Dent with a Black Mage, getting song geared slightly with a Thief, and I could switch Cyndaquil to an okay Paladin. She still needs to be, she could still be better. Maybe we'd be able to triple bucks that stuff, but yeah. In my opinion, it teaches you how to play the game properly for endgame. Well, it's a good way to see that. Can't be lazy. I miss the days when you just tank and spank. Like, when was that? Exactly. World of Warcraft? But yeah. Since low man has large margin of error. Yeah. And it's also one of those things that it's more makes more sense to do it with fewer people, because once you start bringing more than 6 people into the group, then the mob's health starts going up, and it takes longer to kill. Hello, set. Really starting to get on my last nerve. No, it's not true. Just because coffee's cold. That's what's getting on my last nerve. Oh, we're gonna be here for a little bit while longer. Mob skill, you're right, forgot about that. So optimal to do with 6. I guess it really depends on the 6 that you got. I mean, I think if you were to like add 1 or 2 more extra folks into it, it would still be very doable. But it's just like, bring in 18. You know, like, wow, we're gonna be here all day. Good luck with that Marlboro if everybody gets charmed or other stuffs. Why is this thing still alive, guys? Oh, it's because we're using dancers to kill it. That's why. 18 equals more people to split drops with? Yeah, I don't think you get more drops based upon how many people you have in there. So, that would suck. It'd be okay if you get like more the Escha elixirs, but yeah, drops don't increase with more people. And nice! Procced it right in the beginning. Say nice. We still haven't killed it. Let's get this one now. If you gave higher drop rate and more drops, yeah, that would be good. Or higher quality gear, even. It's all like, hey, you go in there with 18 folks, then you get a chance of the +1 version of the gear dropping. Yes, that would be cool. Just saying, I'm not gonna put that there. I'm gonna put this over here. This is gonna be like, without a coaster? What are ya? Heathen? Barbarian? Sorry. Getting really hot in here. I apologize, I'm gonna have to turn the fan on ever so slightly. I'm gonna try and keep it on low. If the noise becomes unbearable, please tell me. I'll turn it off. And I wasn't paying attention. I think we procced it. I thought I saw exclamation points. Let's go. Yeah, WoW does what I think their raid fights, which is good. I think that's a good system. Yeah, they've got the normal quality, then they got the normal quality stuff for casual players such as myself and 99% of the rest of the server. And then they've got your hardman content for that 1%. Or the casual people that think that they can, you know, take on hard content with just Uber gear. It was towards the end of Cataclysm when my guild was like, oh dear, we need to clear some inventory space. We're losing coins. Whoopsie. You're out of here. Goodbye. We decided to go back to Ulduar. 25 man with 25 players. And do the hard mode version of all the fights. And we really only had one tank. It was a Dark Knight. And as we were getting further and further into it, we were starting to realize that we were going to need a backup tank. And seeing as I was the only other Dark Knight in the raid who had a tanking set of gear, they were like, Dad, can you tank? And I'm like, I'm a excellent, the stuff hits the fan kind of tank. And they're like, alright, you're the backup tank. If he goes down or something happens or, you know, we need you to do this, do that. I'm like, alright, I can do that. And it was in stage 3 of the final boss pool where this is the win. And we're doing it on hard mode, so you're like, you only got one buff up. And our tank DC'd. Yeah, he's like, tank's down, dead. get in there. And I'm like, oh crap, this is like the hardest of the hard taking part, because there's just all these ads that keep spawning, and all I can do is, you know, try and force as much enmity onto myself. So I'm like hitting every single freaking cooldown button that I've got. The raid leader's yelling through the Ventrilo server. It's all like, oh, Cure's on dead. Keep dead up. He's the only thing keeping us away from wiping. DPS, focus on the mob. Everything you got. Do it, do it, do it. And I'm all like, this button, this one's going. Just hitting the keyboard frantically. And eventually it just got too much, where it was just, they were doing more damage per second than what I actually had max health at. You know, the healers were doing great, but my health bar was like nothing full, just back and forth. And I was like, oh god. And it was like, I don't think there was anything else I could have done. You know, it was something that you would have needed a better tank for, and that was the backup. I should have been like the backup for the backup, but oh well. And we got the win, even though I went down and ads started going into the DPS and flaying them left and right. A few of them stayed up long enough to get that last few hits in, and we got the win. And then the main tank logged back in, and he's like, crap, I didn't get credit for the win. But yeah. So do you, what game do you like more than Final Fantasy XI? What game do you like more, Final Fantasy XI or WoW? Well, obviously Final Fantasy XI, because that's the one that we're playing right now. Here, I mean, what, and this isn't what got me into WoW, not by any stretch of the imagination. It was one of those things that I discovered shortly afterwards. It's like, the missus, she had gone to World of Warcraft after she quit Final Fantasy XI. And I was like, well, let's give this World of Warcraft a try. And, you know, like everybody, she first created an Alliance character. Because, you know, they're the pretty ones. I'm like, alright, well, let's I'll make she did a paladin, so I was like, well, let's do a priest. And maybe if she wants, we could, you know, run together, and she can tank and I can cure, and, you know, that kind of thing. And it was just more trying to discover the game on our own. And fun stuff, but really didn't like it. I thought all the quests were rather monotonous, unimaginative. It's basically go to this area, do this thing, and basically it really felt like we were just cleaning up other people's messes. And it was like, just doesn't seem right, but oh well. I guess that's what happens when you play on the side of the fascist. So, as I'm doing it, you know, I'm like, there's this other player base that plays the bad guys, the Horde, as I was told. And I was all like, oh, well, yeah, I don't want to be them. They look ugly. You know, you got your orcs, you got your trolls, and the undead. And you're like, wait a second, the undead, are they like undead orcs or undead trolls? Like, no, they're undead humans. I'm like, so they're like us. And they're like, no, they're undead. They're evil. They're zombies. I'm like, but they used to be human. So that's where I got interested in them, started learning a little bit more, and it was like, God, Forsaken? Those guys are really cool. But yeah, do you feel FF11 has more worth in terms of earning things? Yes. I gain more satisfaction. Yes. I'll get to that. No, actually, we'll do it right now. What I'm doing right now, I'm farming currency so that I can get this level 75 weapon that, for all intents and purposes, is not that good. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't situations in WoW where you can do the same thing. Some of the legendary weapons, it was in, you know, a battle axe, I remember, that dropped, not exactly dropped in Molten Core, you just had to build it from drops in Molten Core. I built that axe. I was the one that got the achievement for our guild for that one. I had help. It was one of those things that even during Cataclysm days, it wasn't exactly easy to solo Molten Core, not on a warrior. Probably do it nowadays, no problem, but oh well. And really, I didn't go in there with the intention of building the axe. Went in there with the intention of getting the tier 1 armor set, because I don't know, anyone who's played World of Warcraft anyone who's played World of Warcraft knows of a orc named Saurfang. Saurfang the Elder. And he's just so cool that when I created an orc warrior, I created it to look exactly like Saurfang, using all the in-screen elements. And everything that I did on him was with the expressed intention of one day trying to look just like Saurfang did. And as soon as I got really close to doing that, Wrath of the Lich King happened, and they put him in different armor. Dang it. Now we gotta go farm. What was it? Was it Blackrock Spire? No, it was the Black Temple. I think that's what it was. It was where Illidan hung out. Anyways, we're getting most of their drops. It was the gloves that I think was the long holdout for me, because every single mob that you killed would drop 2 pieces of gear. Sometimes they were pieces of gear for jobs you needed, and sometimes it wasn't. And considering there were like how many jobs? Yeah. But anyway, we sharded a lot of this stuff. Yay, disenchanting. Did get it. This was back before they had their style lock thing. So if you actually wanted to wear it, you had to actually equip it and stuff. And that was the way I like playing the game. It's like, yeah, I had a raid character that was my Shadow Priest, and she was all about the DPS, and on weekends we go farm old content for pretty gears. I think she had the complete tier 2 preset, which I thought looked really neat. But what I was really proud of was, for my priest anyways, there was I guess they call it the tier 0 dungeon set back in vanilla, when you were trying to get ready for raiding in Molten Core. You would be doing all these dungeons. I think it was like heroic 10-man version at the time, almost like a little mini raid. And gear would drop. That would basically be like a starter set for particular classes, and it was tier 0. But through a long series of quests, you could start upgrading all the pieces to like a tier 0.5. And she got all the drops. She got all the drops upgraded. And there was actually a different color, too. So it was like, you know, if you had the tier 0 drops, you know, you were all in this blue set, then that was one thing. But to actually have it all in yellow and just be standing around town, people would stop and examine you and be like, yeah. There's so much useless gear in WoW that I had on my characters. But at the same time, it was like, I was very proud of that. Even though all it would be as glimmers nowadays. That's it. Yes, I got satisfaction from that. Would other players get the same satisfaction? No. They would shard it so quickly. They would not waste any time upgrading that stuff. And I don't even think that gear drops anymore. The tier 0 stuff. I don't even think that quest exists for you to upgrade it. So it's like, makes it even more of a thing. But, oh well. This game, FF11, when it was hard, when you needed not just 5 friends to help you through it, get your AF armor, you needed 5 friends with the right job combinations who knew what they were doing to stand a chance at killing a notorious monster. So that the white mage could get their little white mage body or hat. I forget exactly which one it was. It was like, there was this ghost notorious monster that you had to fight in Fei Yin. And it's like, you had to have a paladin tank stand a chance killing this guy. If you try to do it with a ninja tank, it was just going to be horrendously terrible for everybody. It requires dedicated teamwork. Yeah, and it's not that it was something that was unheard of, because let's face it, level 10, level 12 tops, your solo days were over. You had to get in with a team. You had to learn how to work with one another. And, you know, it's all like, we're going to do a skill chain so we can kill this thing faster. And people will go, oh, skill chains are so... And I was like, no. Watch. You, weapon skill this. You, wait 3 seconds and you weapon skill this. You, black mage. That's when you cast your water spell on the crab. And watch what happens. And you're like, okay. Stuff died faster. White mages had more MP at the end. You know, people were like, this is awesome. And then somebody was like, I gotta go AFK. I think that was also this game's biggest weakness, was that one player goes down or AFK, and it all comes to a screeching halt. We're supposed to be fighting bunnies right now. The flee button, a spectral jig button. Let's see if this macro works. Nope, it waits for the animation to end and then it flashes you. Alright, that was worth a shot, right? I'm gonna run to the camp and find that somebody else has taken over the bunnies. But yeah, felt good when you got a group and you efficiently did one content. Good chemistry, feels satisfying.
Get a week from there.
Sneaky kitty, not so sneaky. People were proud of the gear they had, and other people were actually envious. And I was like, "You got that? Awesome!" And there are so many times, and wow, it's all like, so and so's got that gear. It's like, well, that's because so and so's dating this other guy, and they just let her into the raid, and she can let him whatever she wants. She really didn't earn it. I suppose that's a possibility, but yeah. I think we got all the bunnies. Get a curing waltz onto myself. There we go. I think I looked you back in the day and saw you had a completed relic. Yes. Or worse, they would call you a gil buyer that bought all your gil and didn't earn any of the Egypt currency. That fun stuff. There's a spam. Follow with an evisceration. Got bunnies behind me, don't I? Yups. Let's see if I can get behind them. Nope, that's not gonna work out. Aha. Stay right here, guys. Don't move off that spot. Probably gonna move. Thinking about it. There we go. Here's a question for you. Which did you find more satisfying? Getting gear in World of Warcraft or gear in Final Fantasy XI?
Final Fantasy XI.
Because it was harder?
It wasn't because it was hard, it was because it was more involved. But then again, I didn't, like, raid because I found it annoying.
Yeah. Oh, silly quest that we did in Selbina for the +3 vitality shoes.
No, I mean, and WoW was one of those things that you'd go and you'd raid and you'd raid and you'd raid and you have to log against all these people to get your gear, and by the time you started getting your gear up again, there'd be a brand new raid to go to and do it all over again.
More upgrades.
It was just the same rinse and repeat over and over again, so I started like making up my own things to do. Consequently, that's why I'm not playing anymore.
Not because everybody else is in the Molten Core tier stuff. Hitchgillian said, even though hated Pop Notorious Monsters, felt good when you beat 30 people to a pop of Argus and get the Peacock Amulet. I could see that. I never camped the NMs. I would always vote one when I saw it. And sometimes I would feel bad because there'd be people that were camping it. And they like looked away for just the wrong moment. And then looked back when they heard the provoke going off and they're like, stole my mob. And it's like, yeah, I kind of did.
Final Fantasy XI also had a lot more in the way of people actually like working together to get things done and strategy. WoW didn't have as much of that.
Don't stand in the fire.
People wouldn't even talk to each other. They'd just like start doing something. They'd only talk when it became an issue. I thought that was really dumb.
You're messing it up. That's all I'm going to say to you. Well done. Is it like that in Elder Scrolls Online?
No, not really. It's not, I don't know what to call it other than classes. It's not classes. You can take anybody and go in there, and to some degree or another, everybody has enough. They've evened out to such an extent where if you don't have like a dedicated healer, you still may be able to do it, depending on what it is. They've started putting more difficult stuff in, of course, but a great part of the game, if you just get a couple people together, you do fine. I've got my main character is a sorcerer, and they're like damage dealers. They're not healers, and I manage to main heal for people most of the time.
So not like Summoner 7 White Mage, but just more. What do you heal with? It was like one of your.
I've got a restoration staff.
Okay.
Since she's not a healer, none of her abilities are healing abilities. But with what restoration staff equipped, she can heal. And since you can switch between two different staffs, I've got like a flame staff and a restoration staff. I can go and do DPS and then spot heal when I need to.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. It's a lot like Elder Scrolls in that you don't necessarily have to. You have a class when you start, but they really do kind of mean what they say when, like, if you want to be like a battle mage and equip heavy armor, you can do that. It's not always the best choice,
but it's there if you want.
It's not so bad that you're gonna fall on your face. It's a lot more casual of a game.
Excuse me. May instant procs. Still got space. Suppose I gotta ask for a favor while you're up.
What's on the favor?
Coffee got cold. Would you mind heating it up in the microwave? Just a moment. Thank you. Haven't decided which is worst. Cold coffee or microwaved coffee?
Cold coffee.
Cold coffee's worse. Probably right. Got 10 minutes left. See how many coins we can get those 10 minutes.
I would say so far that any MMO is extremely monotonous.
Not this one. It's anonymous in. Happy Thursday. FF11 always had my favorite kind of community. It would pretty much police itself and say reputation mattered.
It used to, yeah.
It used to, definitely.
That was like the one thing that I really missed about it when I left the game. I went over to WoW like about a month later, and from the get-go, I pretty much noticed that in the community there was just like people went around acting like jackasses, and
It was all like, I'm a paladin in vanilla and I need help doing this, and people would just yell at you. It's like, re-roll, noob.
yeah. Hi.
Just like that.
Can you tell me to reroll?
Another thing. So you started out as a thief and you didn't like being a thief. You can change jobs.
It doesn't having to rebuild a whole new character.
Mm-hmm. Start back over from scratch. I mean,
It's good and bad.
yeah.
I mean, I guess that was kind of the drawbacks of Final Fantasy XI, was that, like, when you chose something, you better be really sure of what you chose, like, race-wise and stuff, because restarting over with another character is just, like, a big pain.
Hey, look, no sub job.
Not just that, but having to redo all your keys and stuff.
Hey, look, no inventory space. No quest fame.
It's just really bad. Okay, I'm coming. Chill out. Come on.
And it just goes back to saying, like, everyone that's like, you know, private servers that have the level 75 cap and no Vizia or any content that came after the Wings of the Goddess on there. Like, yeah, it's appealing. And then there's also the, yeah, man, but you have to start over. And you're like, really don't want to do that. It's definitely one of the most unique MMORPGs. Not many others do that approach. No. I mean, so many things that they have in this game, I think, would be considered, if they had it in other games, it would be like bad gameplay elements. And it's... Wow, how long did you leave it in there? It's like steaming hot. Oh well. Let's just leave that right there and cool off for a little bit. But that's also part of the reason why we love it. Don't like games being too easy, no. And if anything we found out with Dark Souls was that there is enough player base out there that enjoys the challenge. Man, that game was hard. It's... Here's the thing about Dark Souls. I enjoyed the difficulty to a point. When it reached the point that you're throwing yourself up against this boss for like the 4th or 5th time, and then you got it figured out. You're on the right track. You're good and get it ready. And then some player decides to invade your realm at the exact same time and then ganks you while you're trying to take this boss. Really? That just seems unfair, but, you know, maybe it's not that way anymore. Also, don't like it when the game is too handed to you. Feels like there's nothing stopping you. At 14, definitely got that impression. Toss some more of this stuff. Melee hose. Now we already got you at 119, right? And Warrior Stone. I guess it really didn't matter if I dropped the Warrior Stone. It's just going to drop again anyways. Here comes the attacks. Here comes the spam. Hopefully it spam. Now we still got a little bit of time. Just a little bit. Doesn't look like it's gonna proc, does it? No. Gideon tucks Cinda's tail. Waves. Say hi to Twitch, dear. Ambuscade 110. Sometimes if you hit the attack button enough times, it'll do that. Until after I finish me Excalibur. We can do the Excalibur song. Oh, it is proc. I was like, is it dead? It kind of looks like it's dead, but no, it's... Eviscerate. Evisceration done. How much time we got left? More coins. So I guess you can say it's a bad thing when the game gives you everything, then you have nothing to work towards. Or more, it's like when it does give you something to work towards, you're like, what's this? I have to get my shoes dirty? Crawl in the mud like some commoner? But yeah, it's... Final Fantasy 14. We're not even out of the starter gear. And let me go as far as to say, on the Mithra, or Bikote as I think they called it, the starter gear is very pretty. I don't mind wearing that for as long as I did. But I might have to hit a Evis or perfect dodge button here soon. Attack! Attack! Quickly! Somebody get cures on me. Need lots of cures. There we go. That would have been a great way to finish off Dynamis tonight. With death. J spam? Did I hit it? I did. It's like the very, not the very first cutscene you got, but like one of the first dozen cutscenes that you got. It was all like, this is the chosen one. She's here to save us. And we're gonna single you out. I'm gonna put you to the front of the line and everything we got. You know, it's like most people don't get to ride airships. You get to ride an airship. Why? So you're the chosen one. Final Fantasy 11. Yes, I understand. We are also the chosen one, but that didn't happen in the opening cutscene. It didn't even happen in the first expansion. It's like you get to rank 10 in Sandy. I know this because I read it recently. It goes so far as to say, sometimes the largest actions are never even recorded by the annals of time. Pretty much, you know, it's like everything you did today, no one's going to remember. No one's going to even care. And that's just the way of things. Zillard, a lot of the stuff that you were doing in the shadows. Most of the stuff you did had to be done in the shadows because, let's face it, you... Spoilers. Put your fingers in your ears. You killed the Archduke of Juno. You know, you got blood on your hands, man. I understand that you saved the world while doing so. Everybody else that helped you understands that. But it's not going to change the fact that, you know, word gets out that, oh yeah, you know, Cyndaquil, the one who saved us from Promathia. And it's like, yeah, that's what killed the Archduke of Juno. Like, what? The Archduke gave us crystal synthesis. He was the chosen one, not her. Anyways, it wasn't until Chains of Promathia. It wasn't even until you were like 3/4 of the way through Chains of Promathia that people stopped looking at Prish as that she's the one that they're talking about in the legends. I was like, no, wait a second. What if it's Cyndaquil? And it was like her, and it was like the camera zooms in on you. And it's like, even the NPCs are laughing. It's like, don't be preposterous. That's ridiculous. It's just a lowly adventurer. Below the low, you know, and it's all like, yeah, actually. Demigod. Oh, goodness. I mean, yeah, it was all, how much time we got left? Oh, we got an hour. How many space do we have? Not much. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run into Mahara real quick. I'm gonna find Song. I'm gonna trade him some stuff. He should have space. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14, you're just throwing into God status. Yep. Oh! Choose mobile. Day is it? It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. I wouldn't say 14 lack content. No. No, it does not lack content. Chocobo races. That is probably the one thing I really enjoyed in 14. Much more so than Chocobo races in 11. 14, like, it's kind of grindy if you want to focus on relics, but as a working man, I do not have time to play all randoms, for example, all weekly stuff. Hell, haven't even been to Deep Dungeon yet. But, of course, if I had time to play more, I would definitely buy 11. Yes, I will when it's discounted in stream next time. There you go. FF11, you go from being a bum to god status after busting your stuff through tons of stuff. Coffee still up. I should have just asked for like 15 seconds. That's way too hot. Goodness gracious. Oh well. Song! I think he's up there. We'll find him. That's... I don't... Even though I stream this game 3 hours a night, every night, it's really, lately, the only time that I have to play the game. Sure, I'll sit here for many hours on the weekend, but now that football season started up, stuff's going to change probably. I'm going to give you a scroll of flurry, these things. Hopefully you got space for it. How much space do you have? Yeah, you got lots of space. And 3 of those, 2 of those. I'll give you 1 of those. And what else can we do? Decisions. Want me to take over your channel? No. No, it's okay. I mean, it's like, time management's important in anything you do, especially when you're working 40 hours a week with a regular job. You want to have relationships with friends and loved ones and you guys. But it's like, you know, it's like Deoden. He followed us to the server, and then his work changed so that it was all like, oh, by the way, you're going to be working during all the times that you want to play the game with your friend. Like, so it's like the few times that we're all online together, it's basically, Deoden, what do you want to do? Because it's like your one day of the week. And he triple boxes. He's got his accounts. Tell me to remember to drink it. It's going to be too cold again. I mean, he can triple box Apex stuff. I'm not there yet. Getting close, but not there yet. Oops. There's a hieroglyphics. Yeah, we're gonna go back in. We want. Try and get 6 done tonight. Ready? Support jobs unlocked? Yes. And given she's got most of the damage gear on her now, so that won't be dropping as much now. At least that's what we're telling ourselves. Although while we're summoning trust NPCs, maybe we'll go grab an ice cube. Yeah, let's do that. I'll be right back. There's the click bio button. Here it is. Definitely need to close that share. Way too spooky. I need to lose weight. Otherwise, spending 10 hours a day on my feet is going to be the end of me. Actually, just not losing weight is going to be the end of me, but that too. Alright, so we got our, what do you call it? It's our dance squad. They got a name. I'll remember here in just a moment. Hitting the flee button, followed by the spectral jig button, followed by the equipment change button. I heard somebody clears our throat button.
Yep,
Who's that?
I'm lurking.
It's all good. Can't remember. Should I just go straight to the goblin statue? Is that where it was last time? Nah. I mean, I kind of want to. Probably should. Still thinking. Oh, go ahead.
I had an interesting and productive morning.
In a good way?
Yes. I got a bunch of stuff I needed, and then when I went to go take some people through BCNM, and the Beastmaster, well, not name, totally bailed when he realized he couldn't summon pets because it was level 30 and he had 99 pets. So he just sort of like, well, let's try it. And he just warped out. And we're both on Samurai. We're just sitting there like, well, let's give it a shot. And we melted the lizards. We couldn't believe how well it went. We thought it was going to be the complete other way around.
First, did you get the drops?
No, we didn't get what we wanted, but
That's a shame. Because that would have been perfect icing to the cake.
yeah.
Like, not only did he leave, and we win, then we didn't have to compete with him against the drop. Of course, it wasn't his orb, was it?
Nope, it was the other samurai. I was just going to hell. But we got the avatar belt, which is what his friend is picking up summoners, so that was at least helpful. And then it was like just some junk and a scroll of absorbent.
Yeah.
He was after knee, and I told him, well, we should do under observation for knee. He was like, well, let's just try this one. Okay.
Yeah. Used to do under observation all the time. 2 ninjas and a red mage. Those were the days. I was the one on red mage. It's amazing we got any wins.
Royal jelly a lot.
It's the one with the wyverns? Or
No, Royal
dragons.
Jelly's the slimes.
And it's like they merge into a big giant slime if you don't kill all the little ones in
Not
time.
when I'm playing.
Fair enough. Alright, I guess I will... I guess that's it. No? Either I ran right past it, which is possible. Map. Wide scan, or it's over into Orc Camp now. Which is usually where it's at. I don't even see the little Animate King image. How many folks we got in here now? Could be crowded. No, it's just still me. There was like a ninja in here earlier, and we figured they were just here to level up a piece of gear for whatever that quest is called, the Moogle thing. While we're stabbing this here notorious monster in the face. Take this opportunity to see if... Okay, there's the image. Come back to that one. Map. Kiba. Altvaris. Beast Tenderer. Lots of crabs. Lots of ravens. Okay. Remember back when you needed to be on Ranger or Beastmaster to be able to use wide scan?
Yep.
I don't miss those days.
That was the first surprise I had when I out.
So like, what's this wide scan button? Oh my goodness. Where was this when I was camping Leaping Lizzie? Back in 2007. When did they make that drop? EX Rare.
Leaping Lizzie?
Yeah.
Before 07.
Oh, wow. It
When I
was
started.
that long ago. I remember it was like when they did that, like so many folks were angry. I was all like, no! Why do they do that? That's how I make my money!
Yeah, that's how the RMTs made their money too.
it's like, oh, well, maybe I'll be able to get the chance to claim it now. Like, no. I'm still gonna get outclaimed. Like, dang it. Now, the closest thing that WoW had was, they had, like, Notorious Monster that would show up, like, once a day or something. And they were in high demand because hunters wanted them for their pets. Because they always like to have, you know, rare-colored or different style pets than what everybody else has. And I remember there were some hunters that were so, shall we say, they wanted to make sure that nobody else had their same pet, that they would go out of their way to camp the spawn, because they knew when it spawned once a day, and kill it so that nobody else could get it. And I was just like, wow. It just seems like a bit over the top. Alright, Spectral Jig. I think we got the first time extension, yes. So now we're gonna go find ourselves a Yagudo Avatar Idol. Or a Goblin Statue, whichever one's closer. Okay, it's gonna be the Avatar Idol. I'm going to get you in the back. In the back. One time. Maybe. Nope. This did a ton of damage, though. I guess this is what I should do on the Notorious Monsters. Sneak up behind them. Spectral Jig before the Liberator sees you. Looks good. Now we can go up to the Goblin Camp. Kill the Goblin dude. If he's up there. Should be. And it's going to be an Orc, followed by an Orc. Probably. Next. That's just a replica. That's also a replica. I'm gonna have to get the white scan, aren't I?
I'm on a stupid quest.
Which one? Is it the cleaning the signs in Jugner Forest?
No, a personal quest.
Oh, okay.
A self-motivated mission to have every trophy bow in the game, since I realized I had most of them.
Trophy bone?
Bow.
Bow! Okay.
Yeah. I have all the turn-ins for Hamayumi, I have a Wurger, I have the sniping bow, I have Volley's bow, I'm working my way towards Loxley bow. I just gotta go kill that guy in the caves, but he's never up. Celine's bow is gonna be interesting. Actually, Celine's bow is the bow I should be using right now. I'm 65 and it's level 60.
There you go. What is that? Where do you get that one from? I'll say,
That drops off the bunnies in Ula Grande.
Oh, okay.
The buns, white and black conies. If I remember, they're kind of weird to pop.
I don't think I've ever actually popped anything in that zone. I'm gonna aggro everything, aren't I?
I should probably pick up a Monokakayume too. For my samurai. I like to sub my ranger on my samurai a lot. It's so good, dude.
I've always want. It was like I told myself that's how you're gonna level Dent. You level Ranger to 50, and then you're gonna take Samurai all the way to 99.
It is so strong. Get Saburo for your melee weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. My buddies and I used to do it where we'd fight two things at once just so that I could be at the right range to shoot the second mob while meleeing the first. We flew through parties. Ranger, like I was the only one I knew was playing Ranger because nobody wanted to pay for ammo, but I was making my own ammo and making money doing it, so it was like never a problem. I will return shortly.
Alright. I done think I messed up. Alright, we're gonna get out the wide scan. Map. Wide scan. Looking for a War Chief tombstone. We didn't see it on the eastern beaches, so led us to believe that it was going to be over here, but not seeing it over here either. I see the Sergeant tombstone. Unless 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we missed a few then. Alright, we got the Quaidov one, right? Yeah. The Yagudo. Got the Goblin. I'm pretty sure we got the Orc one. Because I remember killing that thing going, well, we're going to get aggro. We didn't. Yeah, there's the War Chief tombstone again. Just wait for him to finish coming over here. Oh, we're not going to aggro everything. Put the other way back. Oh, shit. Oh, well. At least orcs drop bronze pieces. Right? Yeah. And at least we're going to aggro the one furthest away. Okay, so that one that we just killed didn't drop anything, so that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, 1, 2... Okay, we got 4 key items. Okay, so I know I got all the small ones. It's the 20-minute extension we're missing. More stabs. Alright, maybe I'll use an AoE. There we go. Get all the hate back. Just like it should be. There's a bronze piece. Die, Bugler! Die! Thank you. We'll get the Pillager next. And J spam before it uses its perfect die. Too late. If there isn't an orc we haven't aggroed, I would like to know which one it is. Let's get the Vexer out of the way here. Chain spell. Dia. Are we hitting this guy yet, or is he still dodging? Still dodging. Alright, let's get the Hawker. So we don't accidentally get the Hawker's pet. And after that we'll get the Black Mage, because there's like Black Mages everywhere now. You! Get out of the way, Murmur! Jeez. You know, I'm gonna like just slow down as we get closer to the mob, because why not? We all just got barbecued. There's something behind me, isn't there? Bet there is. Yep. I'm just gonna stab it in the face. Just like that. All gone. And just like that, someone else is tanking. I'm okay with that. More stabs. Maybe we can get the Wyvern next. Or we're tangling this guy down. I'm going to go ahead and do another map wide scan. There's a goblin statue. That's not the one you're looking for. I was expecting that guy to be up a little bit longer. There's that War Chief's tombstone. That's not the one you're looking for either. Oh, Pillager, you're almost dead. Finally. Whack, whack, whack. Yeah, let's hit the flee button. Spectre Jig, but we're gonna go hit the eastern beaches again. Wasting time, but it's kinda necessary / important / needs to be done. So, yeah. At least Flea's up. Fortunately, Flea probably won't be up when we come back, but if I follow the road, just go straight. I'll just go straight. Which one could it have been, though? I mean... I don't remember. Oh well. Let's see if the coffee's still scalding hot. Yeah, it's not scalding hot. So I've misplaced one of the 20-minute time extensions in Buburimu.
Uh-oh.
I'm like running from one end of the zone to the other now, looking for it. This may be a first. Well, no, I'm sure it's happened one other time. Wide scan. Here I was even talking about how awesome it is having wide scan now, where you can just find what you're looking for. Except when you don't find what you're looking for. Alright, I definitely don't see a goblin statue.
Did you get the one along the eastern coast?
That's where I ran back to. That was the first place that I ran up and down. Checked the Yagudo, then checked the Quaid Elf camp, and then checked the Goblin camp. Didn't see it. I'm like, well, it must be in the Orc camp. So I got all the little 10-minute time extensions, and then we went to the final Orc camp, and I was like, it's not here. And I was like, ah, oh, nuts. We gotta go back. And now we're in
Get the 20?
That's what I'm looking for.
Are you sharing a zone?
Nope, no one else here. Or at least no one else here last time I looked. Nope. I just need glasses. That's
Did you get the War Chief one in the mountains?
You talking about the 10-minute War Chief?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one.
It can just be anything.
Yeah. I think I found the 20-minute and King image. Trying to stab him in the butt, but he keeps running away at flea speed.
Bully.
Yep. Hey, speaking of samurais, I found the Quaid Elf Samurai.
Hey, hey.
Automato. Just got eviscerated in the gut. Spectral Jig. Yep, Obsidian Granules of Time, your stay in Dynamis has been extended by 20 minutes.
There you go.
Thank you for playing. What time is it? It is now time to piss off some crawlers.
To duel!
There you
Right.
go. So we never got a Yu-Gi-Oh!
I tried playing it. I played it for 2 weeks. I never lost a game. And I was like, this is not the game for me. I'll stick to Magic.
It was I played the Pokemon card game, and it was real simple to learn. It's just everybody else that you were gonna play against, they were like 20 years younger than me, and I'm like, I'm okay with that, except for the fact that I'm pretty sure they're cheating, and they're pretty sure that they know that I'm cheating, and you know, but what are you gonna do? And it was like one time that I did the wrong thing. I was like, oh, fuck. And they're like, oh, you're going to get kicked out. And I'm like, and the guy behind the counter who's even younger than me, he was all like, was somebody cussing? And I'm like, no, we're not cussing. And they're like, no, we're cool. And that's when they started to realize that, all right, he's cool. It was, took what felt like forever to get my Boulder badge, and it was at the point where I'm pretty sure that they were even starting to throw their games just so that I could get more points, so I could get the Boulder badge at GTFO, and still wear that on my lab coat to this day. So proud of that.
I never really got into like competing in tournaments or anything with the card game. That wasn't my thing, but
that was the big thing at the Pokemon Nationals that I went to a few years back. It was like 80% of everybody that was there was for the card game, and then it was like 20% for just the video game. And
Yeah.
it's funny is because, you know, it's the video game stuff that gets the more airtime. Probably because it's
I-
also shorter.
I used to go to tournaments for like Magic and video games. I came in second in a Soul Calibur 2 tournament back in the day, and I used to take home, you know, a couple $100 every once in a while playing Magic until it got like into the 2000s. Like I think the last block I really played seriously was the Invasion block of Magic, and then after that it just kind of got weird on me, and I was just lost interest.
Like I tried playing the Magic card game that they had on the Xbox 360 for free one week.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm sure it's not a very, how shall we say? I'm sure it doesn't capture the spirit of the game at all.
Well, the problem of it is there's no deck building in those games.
Right? Everyone's got the exact
It's
same deck.
Just playing. Yeah. I mean, you can tweak them sort of within their theme of preset cards, but
By and by.
it's not. You can't you know build it, custom tailor it how you want it, which is a bum bore.
I don't know. I guess they did. I guess it would have made it too difficult. I don't know. Maybe nowadays it would seem like the perfect thing is like, well, you can purchase with real money booster packs. And 99% of the time you're going to get crap. But every 1% of the time you don't know what you're going to get. And then just put something into the game so that, you know, you could actually farm in-game currency to purchase the booster packs, but at a much exaggerated rate.
Shoot! Oh, I blew it.
Uh-oh.
Yesterday was the full moon or the new moon, wasn't it?
I think New Moon was about 6 or 7 hours ago-ish.
That is how you spawn those buns.
Oh.
Yeah.
Has to be New Moon or Full Moon?
Yeah, so like one is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
and I
Probably
think
another
was
one over the weekend.
yesterday.
What's the drop rate on it, percentage-wise?
Terrible.
Yay for
9
thief.
something or 12 something %.
Could happen. I got my opponent's ring on the first drop. Or first kill, I guess.
Eponas?
Uh-huh.
I don't think I had a group that didn't get that to drop.
It's like it's never dropped since. But yeah. We did it on 3 Beastmasters. There was no treasure hunter in the party.
Well, that doesn't matter for Dynamis.
Yeah.
You just need to get your blue proc.
This is true.
So
Mhm.
you don't care so much about the thief in that party as you do the monk. And that's probably why we always got it.
Does that make sense? Hit an AoE and try and get the hate back. Thank you, Lil
Since
Ascent.
I botched that one, I guess I'll do a game of Epic Mafia while I wait for these placeholders to respawn.
Yeah. That's why we don't have nice things. It's all because of Lilith messing up my placement. I'll just go run over here then. Yay. Placement's still messed up, it's just not nearly as bad as it was. So the crawler mount, you enjoying it? Or have you gotten it yet?
I got it. It's goofy.
It takes some
It's
getting
fun.
used to. I want to kind of ride it using an Elvon male on the back, since they always seem like they're... Well, they sit with their legs crossed anyways. A little bit of time on these guys and back to the bunnies. Get ready for it. Adam. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that gets us down
Wait,
to...
what?
Something happened new?
Yeah. The guy...
Some guy, but that's all I heard.
The guy that was killed last night was not visited by anyone. I think we have our disguiser.
Visited by. Who'd we have killed last night? This is something I don't remember. Wait, we got ice? There wasn't ice there when I last checked. Just gonna take all the ice, watch. Two more. Okay. Keep looking at the bronze pieces, hoping that there's just going to be more of them somehow.
Sorry, I'm not there.
It's okay. I mean, we're getting a few. Like 3.5 stacks of bronze pieces into or gold. Sorry, and like 27 more silver pieces to go. I think I've got enough points on Song and Dent from Ambusque to purchase another silver piece on both of them. I'm just not sure I want to do that. I got other stuff I could sell. Like bunches and bunches and bunches of Alexandrite. Actually, no, I think a stack of Alexandrite would probably get you just a little bit more needed than what you would need for one silver piece right now. All the crawlers are too far away. Except maybe that one. I think he's really too far away. Yeah. Can't even see the others. Alright, I want to get closer. Maybe? Maybe? No. Nope. Not gonna happen. Okay, we should have some bad guys popping behind us now, right? No. Yep, there we go. Sup? Said sup. Doesn't see us yet. Or he can't hear us yet. It's too soon. That one got us. And that one. Yep. I'll go back over to this one. Thank you. Any others, or just you three? I think it was probably after the first three that Lilith stole hate and we had to reposition everyone. Oops. Hit my rage attack button accidentally. Wouldn't it be fun if ranged attacks could proc Dynamis mobs? I don't know if that'd be fun or not, actually. It'd be different. I guess I should have killed that one as soon as I procced it. Oh well, I'll remember next time. So you got any plans for the weekend? Or do you have to work?
I'm not working.
Yay! I mean, sometimes yay.
No, I
Prefer.
No, I got all my side jobs done this week, and I'll call my boss tomorrow to see if I've got work next week. Otherwise, I've got a couple calls I can make with people that were interested in having some work done. Sometimes, you know, you make more money not working, you know what I mean? When you get to keep all the money, the job pays out. It's a little better.
Yeah. No, it's like at a odd tech's place right now that it's like, if I work 32 hours, then I make about the same money if I work 40 hours. And it's like the last 8 hours of every week is basically equivalent to like maybe $2 an hour after taxes. And I was like, dang, can't I just take the Fridays off? And they're like, no, we need you on those Fridays. And I'm like, nah. And it's even worse when it's like, hey, so-and-so didn't show up, I need you to work overtime. And I'm like, okay, I'll work it, but I ain't putting it down because it's not until like 10 hours over. It makes my paycheck smaller. OT. And I don't know. I just need a different form of income, I think, than hourly rates. Pump. I keep asking the boss, I'm like, why can't we just go to salary? You know I'm good for it. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, alright. Maybe. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Stab, stab, stab. We got less than an hour until the next group of mobs go. Did I proc it? Yeah, I did. I eviscerate it. Next. I believe we're having trouble with inventory again. What do we got here? I'm gonna drop the barred roundlet and the monster jet coat. Oh, because we already have it. Goodbye, summoner bracers. I think Mayakov stole hate. I don't know how that happened. Tick-tock, tick-tock, guys. Stab him in the face. Thank you. Eviscerate. I'm gonna get links, aren't I? I'm so glad Little Set didn't aggro everything else over here. That's right. Go away, Mr. Crawler. Nothing to see over here. Flee button. Followed by a spectral jig button. Followed by a run to the bunny cap button. Since it's 8 o'clock. We would have left earlier, but, you know, add-ons. So the bow that you're looking for in Ulugaron, EX rare? Or something that can be stashed on the auction house? Maybe not. Since I don't know much about bows. This game. Actually, just bows in general. Here. Walking, we're knocking stuff down. Bunny aggro. Here. Ow. I wonder if I pulled enough. Let's get this last one. Yikes. Okay, if we can just keep them all in a clump like that, it'd be perfect. Probably won't happen, but... as long as we don't run out of space for our bronze pieces, even better. have no idea if I proc this one. Oh, I did. Just at the end. Yep, 68.
Yep. Of course. Did something on Firefox. 11 crashed.
Oh my goodness. Wasn't Twitch related, was it?
Nope. This time it's Epic Mafia.
Oh. That's why I
don't know
use.
what the cause is, because like I'll have YouTube videos going and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I passed out for like 3 hours and I forgot YouTube was up and it played for 3 hours. Just auto playing videos.
It wasn't my stuff, was it? Because if so, I have to thank you for the increased viewership I had this past weekend. I was watching the Cowboy game Sunday. I don't remember how it ended because I think I just did that number halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Which was most of last season as well. And spam. Yeah, he was right. Next.
Hi, cat. What do you want?
Kitty wants food. Or pettins.
Yeah, both.
Pettins and food. Cuban, feed me!
My brother's cat.
Definitely with the human pronoun then. Human! Litter box is messy. Go straighten it up.
You remind me of Sans who said that. Human! Would you like to be friends?
Right?
Or not Sans, Papyrus. Pardon me. I just heard people like screaming silently when I said Sans.
Not sure if I'm familiar with either one.
Oh, it's from Undertale.
That would be why.
Yeah.
Add that to the list of things.
It's quite good.
Not the last Captain America movie. I think it was the second one. He has a little notepad of
Soldier.
things to study up on, get caught back up, current trends.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. I don't remember a single thing that was on it.
It was more like musical references, probably. I feel bad for the guy. It was,
Yeah.
leaves a time when it's all big band music and 40s and stuff like that, and
He completely missed the 60s.
completely missed the 60s. Some would.
Actually, in the cinematic universe, he missed the 50s with Elvis, 60s with Beatles, the 70s with Yes, the 80s with like Michael Jackson and Queen, and he missed the 90s with all the grunge rock, and he missed the 2000s, so he got lucky. And,
Not a One Direction fan?
yeah, I really did not like any of the music that came out of the aughts.
It's like, there had to have been something that was good, but all honesty, it was like most of it.
Nothing I
Didn't
heard on the
care.
radio. I mean, System of a Down was probably the best thing that came out of the early 2000s. And I
Yeah,
think they were even in the 90s.
sounds right. I was like, I like a few songs by The Killers and,
Yeah.
you know, but
But as a whole, the decade was kind of trash.
yeah. They're disposable. I don't know, it's... As a cousin once told me, he was like, "Oh, it's just too loud for you." And I'm like, "Listen, little twit."
Yeah, you listen to Slayer and then tell me something that you listen to is too loud.
It's like, I cracked a rib at a Nine Inch Nails concert back when you were still watching Elmo, so don't tell me. The music's gotten too loud. But honestly, I think the music's gotten too loud. I just want to go banging on the wall. The neighbors, turn it down! Can't hear my Jeopardy! But, yeah. Puru is being chased by a nightmare bunny. Kinda cute. I almost want to leave it up.
I don't even know how many injuries I sustained at like Ozfest and Manson concerts, and I know I broke my toe. Someone stepped on my foot and I broke a toe. That was the big one. That one had to like, pop back into place and then splinted.
It was a concussion that I got at a Tool concert that I think was pretty much when I said, maybe you should stop. The good spot in the mosh pit isn't worth the possible head trauma.
If the band's good, yes it is.
That was a great show. I think Pantera. No, yeah, it was the Pantera show. That was where I was downright scared. It was so it wasn't a mosh pit. It was just big, giant,
Big group of people on drugs.
big group of people just punching the living crap out of each other. And like, or hiding behind the bar with this, it looked like a 15-year-old girl, and she was like crying. I'm like, yeah. As soon as the cops get here, we'll be okay. Just lay low. Yeah. And death to the bunnies. What time is it? 7. We'll stick with the bunnies until the end of 1600, and we'll go swing by Rumfar. I mean, Devoy. Go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. At least 4 stacks of bronze pieces tonight. No 100 coins dropped, unfortunately. It gets us within range of only 26 silver pieces needed.
Excuse me.
Didn't even hear anything.
Perfect. Dinner was good, but
Wasn't it?
yes. I made tortellini and shrimp
Mm-hmm.
with cracked black pepper, oregano, olive oil, and garlic. It was delightful.
Ordered pizza from Domino's when I left work. $8.
Yep, the new $7.99 every day thing.
Mm-hmm. Gotta pick it up, but hey, you don't have to tip. Just pick it up on the way home, and yeah. I think it lasted all of 5 minutes. Probably not good for us, but oh well. It's good to us. Like soul food, except greasy pizza. And there's like something about the crust. It's just this, you know, I don't know how best to describe it other than the fact that you can tell that whatever it is, it's not good for you. But at the same time, I kind of find it appealing. Like, this is... Don't want to know what this is. Probably some carcinogen. Make everything just a little bit more fluffy. More crispy. Maximum strength MSG. I don't know if they add that to pizza.
It depends on where you get it, I'm sure.
Yeah. We used to try and make Chinese food at home and follow their directions and stuff, and it was never as good as it was in the restaurants until I brought home a little seasoning bottle that just said MSG, and she's like, "You're not putting that on our food." And I'm like, no. Just sprinkle it on mine. And he's like, "Yeah, it's a lot better. You should try it." She's, oh, this is good. Oh, see what just happened. We never made Chinese food again after that. And spam. Where did I find that bottle? Because they didn't have it at the Tom Thumb that I shopped at. I had to go to Fiesta for the MSG bottle. More dead bunnies. And I can somehow get like a 5th stack of bronze pieces before this time is up. That would be so awesome, but I seriously doubt it's gonna happen. You never know, it might. No, it won't. 36. And we got 2.5 hours left in this game day, which is like what, 2.5 minutes ish.
Something.
Yeah, probably closer to 3, but not very long. Already proc the bunny. Quick lack. There we go. Now's that time that I wish I had Tenzin in party to quickly kill the thing. Last one. Instant proc. It's a coins. Hit the flee button. Round up all the bunnies. Try and get as many procs onto all of them while we still can. Yo. Okay, I think that's it. Chase bang now. Switch target. To the left. Chase spam. Works. Switch target. As long as Little Set doesn't AoE everything, I should be able to keep a target as to which ones haven't been procced yet based off their health. It's going to be Little Set's cue to start AoEing. This one's going to be difficult to watch. You can see it. There we go. Switch target. Switch target to something closer. Next. This one. Nice. Okay, I think I procced all of this group. I just need to kill them. It's got lots of time. Yeah, Lisa, you can use your AoE piece, or AoE thing now too. That one only dropped 1, so maybe we didn't proc it enough. So much little damage. That one's almost dead. Well, that's not so bad. We're getting like 30 coins away from getting our next stack, but we have like less than an hour. Or less than 2 minutes.
Yay! I won.
Congrats!
And I crashed again.
No!
Yeah, that's it.
Switch. This mod works. Switch. This mob.
Dentrell's online. How dare he?
Yeah, he's AFK in Mahara. Just logged him in to get the login points and his key, and I haven't touched the controller since then. Actually, no, I think I logged him out. I was
Oh, I just missed another game. The room filled.
Oh wow.
The time it took me to log in.
Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I worry about trying to triple box that event, is trying to get all my characters in there.
Oh yeah, I should probably ask you for help dealing with getting the Galka Trust.
Oh, okay.
I've been told that I don't need to do anything to unlock the ability to try it,
Mm-hmm.
but I have no idea. Like, I'm a fish out of water in that. Oh wow, I never noticed that the lower clouds in River Inside are actually like kind of fluffy and look pretty good.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah. I'm out in Return Site BO1 camping this NM again. I have no idea what the respawn time is for the NM. It might honestly be a true lottery, I don't know, but I just kind of do it once or twice a day and that's it.
Eventually, it'll show up. Theoretically.
Indeed.
I guess mathematically the chances are there that you'll never see it, but... It was like, it was level 99 on my samurai before I finally went around to getting the, what was it, Soboro that drops the
That's
multi?
the AO one, Saburo Tsukihiro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, that's in BO1.
Okay. Only reason we got it was so that we could get faster skill ups.
Yep. It's also just a really good piece. I use CNMs and stuff. I also use it for, like I said, when I'm Samurai Ranger, just build TP really fast.
Mm-hmm.
That or like Mercurial Sphere. Depending what I'm skilling. Yeah, pardon me. My
It's okay.
goodness.
I did a lot of that myself last night.
So I'm finally at the point with my Paladin where my shield isn't capped anymore.
Congrats!
It is the only skill that is not capped. Magic or combat for level 40.
Yeah, it's... Everyone was saying, use the books when you get to 99. That'll get your skill kept up real quick. And I'm like, hey... Don't... You know, I was like, if you're just going to main job Paladin, then it's going to happen on its own.
The shield is worth doing.
Yeah.
At least in my case, because my parry and evasion are like actually capped.
Mm-hmm.
And those take precedence. The evasion check is first, and then the parry check, and then the shield check. So if you're parrying and evading more often, you're not going to get to the point where you can possibly skill up shield at all.
Makes sense. Towards the end, I was starting to get impatient. I just ran my character out to I think it was more and more basalt fields and aggroed as many mandies as I could handle. And
Yep.
just stood up against the wall and...
If you've got healer trusts, a really good thing to skill up on is the Brigandish Blade, up to that point anyway. PCNM that you have to trade a katana to a pillar to spawn
Okay.
in Vuganon Palace.
I was just going to say Sky,
Because
but...
if you do not have Buccaneer's Knife that you steal off of him, you cannot take out his last hit point.
Oh, okay. So therefore he won't die.
Yep. I also like fighting monk NMs
Yeah. They hit so hard. Or so often.
so often. Yeah, when they 2 hour, you're in a good place. Alright, there they are. All are. All the mobs just respawned.
Yay.
So I'll kill him again!
Mm-hmm.
Until my NM pops. How much TH do you have on your... well, I guess I should say your best thief.
It'll be Cyndaquil. She's got the... I don't know. It's been a while since I added.
I have.
I want to say I've
one
seen it go up to
dagger.
11.
I have +2 off the boots, or +1 off the boots, and +2 off the upgraded assassin hands, the blue hands.
Okay, yeah.
So if you've got more than that, better than me.
Nah.
And I'm kind of getting frustrated with not getting this drop.
I'm pretty sure all I got's the +3 from the hands and then just the +1 from the Sandong.
You
I
have
don't-
+3 hands?
Necros.
Yeah, I haven't upgraded to +3 yet.
The
So you
Emperor.
don't have the Empyrean boots, the Abyssia boots?
Nope.
+2? We gotta do that.
Oh, I'm
That's
gonna do it on
pretty
song.
easy to do. You and I could do that in like an evening.
Do have a treasure hunter bonus from capacity points.
Yeah, I don't have that. Okay, so right now you're sitting 1 higher than me, just off what you said, unless you equip your Thief's Knife in your offhand. And
Yeah.
you're 2 higher than me.
I got a maximum treasure hunter value also from gifts, but
Doesn't that just let you go 1 higher than Cap?
increase the maximum value of treasure hunter by 1 for a value of 13. And I don't think I'm anywhere near 13, but
13, shouldn't it be 14? Because I hit 13 several years ago, fighting a sea monk in Dyna Kufin.
no, I'm just reading off what it said.
Really, that's interesting. Why does it say 13? That's boggling. Well, I could probably look at that menu myself. Job points, thief.
I think it was at 100 job points.
Under gifts? Okay. 1 hundo. Max and treasure hunter value goes to 13. Maybe there's another max and treasure hunter value down the line.
I think so.
There is. So this is confusing to me because you already can hit 13 unless they changed it.
They might have.
And if they did change it, that explains why the mods would always revert my edit to the wiki. Because I was routinely in an edit war with someone.
He was like, oh, it's 13. He's like, no, it's 12. I'm like, no, it's 13. I've seen it.
Yeah.
No, it's 12.
Yeah, I did it in like 2012.
Come on, Barong.
I was
Drop
really
a...
excited about it too because I knew that the wiki said 12. And when I got 13, I was like, oh my god! I'm breaking new ground!
Every now and then, when 10 is just not enough, I'm going to be able to have that extra something and crank it up to 11.
Oh yeah, I also got my Bartholomew. I was talking about the Brigadier Blade and the Buccaneer's knife. I got my Bartholomew's blade knife off of him, so I am at 75 max steel.
Okay.
There's only like 4 points of steel more that I can possibly get, and I need new stuff. I need to I need to turn some pieces into like lurkers or skulkers or something like that. I think it's the shoes. And then I need a necklace. And I need the Gorny ring, which I guess you get from completing Rhapsodies. You get a ring pick.
I don't remember. I don't think I did. Maybe from Ambuscade? I'm sorry, not Ambuscade. From finishing Seekers of Adeline.
Possibly. It might have been Seekers.
It's the only scorpion not dead. Must be. Well, guess we'll turn around and stab him. There's one.
Missions: The Light Within. One of the 12 choices for a Curse of Andal. Yes, it was Seekers. But that's what I'm going to need. That gives you all of your item-related stuff plus X. You'll find a mug and treasure hunter +1 and steel +2. So the only thing it doesn't up is despoil from that category of abilities.
Yeah.
And then I think it started PHA. No?
I don't remember. Of course, I'm starting to fade. I forgot to use my job ability spam on the last Scorpion.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Like, whoops. That dropped nothing.
That's no good.
Need more caffeine. Or sugar. Maybe both. Cool. More Scorpions. We'll make up for it with these. I'm drop 4 somehow.
Maybe it was on EG Wiki. Yes! Oh, okay, it wasn't PHA, it was PEN.
PEN?
Pentologous Charm.
Okay.
You need a microcosmic orb. You need to do the BCNM in Horlai's Peak titled Tales of Woe. And
Sounds
one
familiar.
sold on the 11th. And I was like, if I'd have known this existed, I'd have bought it. I am a fool.
Tales of Woe sounds familiar, but I don't know why.
It's an upgraded rabbit charm, basically. Dex 5, agility 5, evasion 5, steel +2. So it's the super rabbit charm.
Nice. Thief only?
And level 99 thief. Which means I'll probably sell my rabbit charm.
No. You gotta keep it. So that when you've done everything that you can do on your thief, you can create another character. Do it all again.
I've had the rabbit charm since like late 07, early 08.
Yeah.
I've had it a very long time.
Like, I want to say I've had mine since like 2011, 2012. And even that seems like it's been forever. But in the grand scheme of this game, not so much. More scorpions. Wahaha. Around here. And back around here. Don't get stuck. Yeah, I think we got stuck. This rate. Anytime today, guys. There we go. And all my dancer trusts were just standing there posing, looking cute, and I'm all like, we got like a ton of mobs on us, right? And I'm like, no. Break time. Let's go over here. On the other side.
boots I wanted.
More spam.
Pillagers Powlines? +1?
Poulains?
Pillagers, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they give movement speed? Well, what the heck? Well, what the heck?
Well, you know, people like movement speed on their thieves.
But I just came back to the game and went and got my Trotter's boots and put my Strider boots up for sale, only to find that they're worthless. And now I'm kind of seeing why.
Yeah.
Well, I'll still need them for my Ranger, but...
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Bobby. Oh my god, they give haste too?
Mm-hmm.
So these will completely replace 2 pairs of boots that I carry around.
It's like most pieces of 119, I think, do haste now.
And it enhances my flee.
Mm-hmm.
So it will just be in my flee macro
Mm-hmm.
and my steel macro.
Mm-hmm. And you're running around macro.
I honestly might as well just main swap these boots and then just swap in for Treasure Hunter.
I was like, I saw the boots, and I was like, I should go after them. I should really go after them. And I was like, no, you're doing Paladin. Focus on that. You'll get those boots on Song, and you'll be happy with them. But, dang it.
And
It's always difficult passing up the good stuff.
yeah. And then, yeah, when I get Skulkers, it'll turn my Raiders into 99 equivalents.
Mm-hmm.
They also give haste +4.
Mm-hmm.
Which is better for main slotting. Defense comparison, let's see. Skulkers has 2 better defense than Pillagers. HP is 2 better than Pillagers. Strength is the same. Dex is the same. Vitality is the same. Agility is 7 better on Skulkers.
Mm-hmm.
Mind is the same. Charisma is the same. Accuracy, ranged accuracy on Pillagers. Evasion 72 on Pillagers. 107 on Skulkers. Magic Evasion 75 on Skulkers. Magic Evasion 69 on Pillagers. Magic Defense bonus is the same.
It's like you started speaking French or something.
Haste is the same. Oh, because you're just not hearing it. I'm doing this for me. Sometimes I need to talk out loud to actually.
Oh, I understand.
When
Yeah.
I'm comparing something that isn't sitting on the same page.
Spam.
So yeah, Skulkers +1 is definitely the main piece,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll macro in Pillagers to be my running around piece.
There's a site that I go to. Hello, Lanus. Happy Friday now. I don't even remember the name of the site, or if I do remember the name of the site, it's one of those sites I can't pronounce. I just do a Google search of a FF11 Pimp My Gear, and every best in slot piece that it shows for Thief Feet was always the Empyrean 119 version. It was like,
That is the Skulkers +1.
mm-hmm. I will say
wait,
the headpiece and also the body piece made it in there. It's like the only piece I remember from the Dynamis drops was the gloves, probably because of the Treasure Hunter. was for like a long time when I was leveling it up. It also had the, what was it, the Arion boots as one of the best in slot just for the latent effect flee. I guess the agility +2 doesn't hurt. I should make this the last one and go condense some of our coins, because still got work in 8 hours. Don't forget to spam this one. Still not there. I just beat Albumin and Vindalata 2. More to beat, then I'll have Aeonic. Very nice! I think I've... Vinipata. Okay, what was that? I think I've heard of one of the names before, but... so far away from Aeonic stuff. We're still in Dynamis. Yeah, Warp Ring.
I'm really happy that Chalk Belt exists, so I don't have to be salty about not getting the Tartar stash source.
Not an Inertia Sash? Nah,
An Inerta? I don't know what that is.
I think it's one of the... It's a belt drop off of... Dang it.
An Inerta sash. That doesn't get Treasure Hunter. Unless there's some augments for it.
No. I think I was using this on Paladin for the longest time too. So, what was it drop off of? That notorious monster that from sea that people rarely beat. Yeah, I don't remember. Tier 4 Helm Notorious Monster.
Limbus?
I don't remember him just. It's like you kill, I want to say, Jailer of Love, and then there's a chance that this other guy will...
Absolute Virtue?
There you go. That guy. That's how you can tell I'm fading. Can't remember Virtue's name. So, yeah, you remember that main guy in Sky that dropped all the good stuff and you had to kite him around? He's like, Kieran? Like, yeah, that sounds right. But
I haven't fought that guy either.
one where Final Fantasy XI made news again because they tried beating the guy for 18 hours and they couldn't beat him down.
Well, there was the one with all the Japanese players quitting the game for good over the fact that they fought it for 13 or whatever hours and then they failed to prevent benediction and the fight started over.
Oh, damn. Like, I'm gonna go play WoW, where there's like rage timers. It'll take too long to kill something, it'll kill you. It's the way it should be. Ish. Alright. We almost finished our next stack of bronze pieces, but ran out of time. So, two ways we can do this. Use a home point crystal, take us to a place like Sandy where we can grab a quick survival guide. Or, since we've killed so many crawlers today, and we haven't gotten bored of the crawler mount, let's use that. And, Linus, I've been trying to finish my, what do you call it? Sword. Excalibur. Got him. Yeah,
if you can't remember Excalibur, it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed. It's sleeping pills have kicked in. Ability, there it is, mount.
How much time do you have left in Dyna?
I just exited out. Used a warp ring.
Okay.
So once I get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Well, let's count this as 5. It's almost 5. 96 coins. Pretty damn close. So we need about 25 more coins. And we'll have our 100 needed for the Rampure gold piece. It'll be our second Rampure gold piece that we've made on this character. And level 75 Excalibur. And we get to start doing all the unlocked trials on that to make it a 119. I haven't decided completely yet, but I think I'm going to go the route where you trade all the plutons and that type of thing instead of doing the Umbral Marrow upgrade route. just because you're still gonna need to do the Umbral Marrow for Shield. Hate the trials. The trials for Aegis were pretty easy, I think, in comparison. You just basically go over here, kill this guy once. Go over here, kill this guy once. Go over here, kill this guy twice. And I'm like, we had it done in like 2 days. It was so nice. And then I was looking at the stuff for Excalibur, and it's like, go kill 2,000 undead on Dark's Day. Like, I don't think it's that bad, but it's going to take a little bit longer, I think, than the Aegis. But we're okay with that. Goodbye, Mr. Crawler. About as comfy as a couch. I wonder how pissed the missus would be if I was to, say, get commissioned from some upholstery place. Like, I want you to make a couch, but I want you to make it look like this, and then show them a picture of the crawler. Just like, dear God, why?
Making it like a therapist's couch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That'd be pretty slick.
Oh. And the missus is like, it is so ugly to look at, but it is so comfortable too. Let's do teleportation assistance. Like Mage Mythic Trials sucked. Oh. I didn't know what to think about that one, but yeah. We're just going to save Burt Gang for second to last. Last being Master Stars above Paladin Head. Just keep thinking, it's like we're getting really close to not having to. We can retire all our thief gear onto Cyndaquil. Let's go to Devoy. Using tabs.
So kicking myself for not like looking into this earlier. I could have got this stupid necklace.
Mm-hmm. From the BCNMN, or?
Yeah, but at least the price is like steadily dropping. It went from like 100k down to 50.
That's not so bad. And plus one more steel.
Drop from SCK 10 BCNM in Horlai's Peak. Drop on hard mode.
Okay. Hard mode would be.
Vague idea what that means, but
I think hard mode on the Sacred Kindred Crest is like level 124 style of difficulty.
oh,
Just
so it's not SCK, it's SKC.
Okay.
Transpose some letters. Okay, so that means Sacred Kindred Crest. Alright.
Maybe.
That makes more sense. It's SCK, I'm like, I don't know what that means.
One Monty on silver piece.
Hey, hey!
2 Monty on silver pieces. It's a shame that trading these coins over doesn't count as like a quest reward or something. Yeah, like have max fame with the goblins. 3 Monty on silver pieces. Yeah, I'm just gonna get 4 out of this, aren't I? Yep. Nope. I was like, let's trade some 100 coins over now, and nah, yeah, take those. Teleportation assistance going to go to Ido. Yeah, let's go there. Using tabs. Ooh. Stretch. Finished 3 10-hour days in a row. And tomorrow's just a 5-hour day, so I'm like, I can get through it. Party's like, I wonder if I can call in sick. Like, no, you better not do that. Especially since you're talking about it on stream. They can look that up and use it against you.
What word? I wasn't listening, what?
I was like, maybe I could call in sick to work tomorrow. I don't have to go in. You're like, now. I had trouble falling asleep, so I was watching your Twitch channel. Towards the end, you're like, hey! I don't think I feel good. No, that's not true. I hope people don't only watch just to fall asleep, but There was one time I couldn't fall asleep, so I just pulled up one of my videos on YouTube and started watching it.
You bored yourself to sleep.
10 minutes.
Is that what you're
I was
saying?
like, ugh. I was like, this is awesome. Tell my doctor about this, and he can prescribe it instead of Ambien, and people won't get addicted. Shouldn't say that. Teleportation assistance, original release areas. No. Favorites, there we go. Castle Stroja. I think of all the fond memories I have of all the Beastmen strongholds, the fondest come from Castle Stroja. Yes. That dang rank 4 quest where you had to go and get all the magicite. I think we were doing so good everywhere else until we got to Castle O, and then it was like the black mage and the other monk in the party, they thought they knew where they were going. It's like, no, it's this way. And the white mage, she was leveling her second job. She's like, no, it's not. You're going the wrong way. And I'm like, I'm sticking with Nikki. She knows what she's talking about, guys, and I certainly don't know. And I was also like the lowest level person there. It's like, everything around here, even the bats, can one-shot me. He's like, don't worry, just stay close and I'll keep sneaking invis on you. Like, yay! Totally not leaving your side. And got to the point where she called up one of her paladin buddies to come escort us the rest of the way through because the black mage guy and the other monk were like headed towards the top of the tower where we needed to go to the basement so we could get the magicite mission. And Paladin showed up, and we're getting to that spot where you have to open up the torch, or use the torch to open up the next wall, and that was when the monk showed up with about 40 Yagudo in tow. And I'm like, how do you think I can hit this? White mage cast one cure spell, keep them from dropping, and they all turned on her. It's like, oh no! Paladin had a 2 hour. Got level 75. It's awesome. He survived. Longest fight ever, and it was like, alright, hold on, guys. It's gonna take me a while to rest up the MP to cast raises. I was like the only one that survived, because it was like, the zone line's over there! Run! I'm like, I don't want to leave you guys. I said run! I'm like, alright.
Oh, okay. It's 45 minutes until new moon, so I'm gonna go over to Uligran after
okay.
my next kill of NMs. That's out of Zarkabard, right? You go up the
Yep.
cliff and then.
Mm-hmm.
I've spent more time in the Abbey Ule than regular Ule.
Right. The Uligaron, if you go there early, or if you go there period, there's about, I want to say 4 or 5 home point crystals scattered throughout the lower levels.
Aha.
I'm not exactly sure how well it helps you moving around, but I don't think there's a survival guide. Or if there is, I haven't found it. Yay, inventory space once again. Alright, so we got 74 silver pieces. Excuse me. 17 100 bind bills and 2 Ungo jade shells. Because we keep sticking them up on the auction house.
One other fun fact, Minnie was mistaken that you could no longer get the level 30 torques. The
Oh,
job
no.
specific torques. I got my paladin one today.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you could still get them. I just not pretty sure how.
I just think that the job emotes are no longer tied to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't remember how, or what they do other than those help you with the job emotes. Stock mines.
Well, they all have a little stat on them. Like the paladin one is 18 HP,
Okay.
which is junk. But
Yeah.
the white mage one is like pure potency plus 1%.
It's not so bad.
I think the warrior one is enmity. I think thief was useless.
Because, you know, that way a warrior Only has to use provoke every 32 seconds. Let's see if anything's sold on the auction house. It's Quetzalcoatl, so probably not.
I do remember the Ranger one was not as good as the Ranger's necklace.
Nice.
So you just didn't wear it.
Nothing's sold. Alright, so here's what we're going to finish up. We got 6 Gobbybox keys, not the... Well, maybe. There they are. Special Gobbybox. Not the Abjuration ones, because I don't have room for those yet. Click the trade button. Although I should probably just make a macro trade. Special Goppy Dial key. To the box of disappointment. Sometimes we get lucky and we get some really neat stuff, and sometimes we get...
When we touch, it's honestly too much.
We got a Repulse Mental. It's a Repulse Mental. It's like a back piece.
So I need Sandorian carrots.
Alright, Repulse Mental.
Again.
Level 99, all jobs. Physical damage taken minus 4%. Reduces distance knockback plus 2. Okay. I don't know if that's any better than my other tank capes. Definitely not better than Rudiano's Mental. Is that Lenos? No, this is... I have no idea. It's Tavnazian, right? Because Leno's rearranged how everything's displayed.
I am
Discord.
Tavnazian.
There he is. I like looking all at the right, and it's all like, there's a bunch of other stuff on here that... Don't look at the right. Bleating Mental, Earthcry Mental, Subtle Blow.
Oh wow, the
What
goblin,
is
the thing you trade the carrot to jumps around. I'm gonna have to make macro for the Sandorian carrot.
Yeah, we got the Repulse Mental out of the Gobby box. So, yay, physical damage taken minus 4%. I'm sure I'll find a use for it. Defense 17. Versus defense 20, maybe. Converts 5% of physical damage taken to MP. Get any good abjurations? Not yet, because we haven't traded any of our abjuration keys. Because inventory space. Let's see what else we get here.
Cool,
I mean,
you can get multiples in one night if you're fast enough.
multiples of the same thing?
You can get multiple pops in one moon phase.
Oh, okay.
It spawns like every 15 minutes, I think is what it said. It
Mm-hmm.
will spawn 9 to 15 minutes after the new moon phase starts and will last until the end of the moon phase.
Okay.
The footprint will respawn 7 to 9 minutes after the Black Coney is defeated. So I will probably stay there the entire time I'm there.
Lots of coffee. Lots of caffeine.
Okay, so how long do these moon phases last?
I want to say a whole game week. So, 8 hours?
40 right now, in 40 minutes, so we'll say 120. Okay, so this is synced to my time zone.
Okay.
So, from 120 to 8:04 in the morning. Wow,
Yep.
so almost 7 hours. I'll have this bow the next time we talk.
Yeah.
I am probably gonna buy a whole stack of carrots.
Mm-hmm. I'll go for the 2 stacks. Just in
I don't
case.
think I'll need it. Even at a 10% chance, 1 stack is 12 tries.
Yeah.
And yeah, Celine's bow is the bow that is like the next trophy bow.
1 Triton feet, 1 Grove head, 1 Grove feet, and 1 Jovian hands. And those are pretty cool.
And it's a cool bow too. It has an interesting mechanic on it.
Dragon Claws. Level 68 monk. Additional effect, fire damage.
Yeah.
Delay plus
I think I
66,
used to
damage
use
plus
those.
13.
Are they in the 60s?
Yep, 68.
Yeah, I used to use those.
I was using cross counters all the way to 75.
Didn't have them.
I stopped leveling at 50 for the better part of a year. Until I got my fishing skill up high enough that I had no problem fishing up the money. The only problem was their availability on the auction house was sporadic at best.
So with this bow, the more full the moon is, the more ranged accuracy and less ranged attack you get.
Oh, neat.
New moon is more ranged attack and less accuracy. 25, 20, 15, 10, 15. Which is very cool. Neat little bow.
Dullmail leather missive. Alright, Lanos. It was good chatting with you.
Item.
Sorry I wasn't so medicated.
And there's my NM for this area.
Ta-da!
Do you have a thief's knife?
It's unsung at the moment.
If I hand you mine, you want to come punch this thing?
Sure, where's it at?
Revern site BL1.
Oh dear.
Which
home point crystal.
character am I inviting?
Be Cyndaquil.
See all sin.
There you go.
Bang. Oh wait, if it's in storage, I can't hand you one, can I?
Nope.
They're rare. So I will need you to pull yours out. Don't!
Will Sandung work?
Well, you can equip both.
Yeah. Let me go grab it off a song real quick. Drop to another home point. Favorites.
In exchange, I will happily farm your boots with you. I would hand you some of the leftovers I have. Raiders, what is it, pool lines for boots?
I think she's got the actual boot. She just needs to get it upgraded.
You have the +1 and the +2.
I think I've got +1.
You have the +1? Okay.
Yeah. There's Thief's Net. Alright, so we gotta take it out of Mod Wardrobe 1.
You need 6 voyage jewels.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Voyage jewels. You're going to want to fight Durin, which is one of those floating Tandemonium Orden things. Oh, they dropped the ballerines. Yes, that's right. We'll need the yellow proc Durin. And if we do it well, we'll only need to fight him twice.
Alright, I just saw it. Why can't I see it again? There it is, Thief's Net. There. Room site B01. Trade button song. Trade. Click. Click. Alright, got the Thief's Knife. Don't forget to equip it. Alright, Revering Site B01. Let's see if I got the Hull Point Crystal for that. I want to say I do.
It's on the second page for me in Tavnazian Safe Hold category.
Okay. B01, home point number 1. Yes, please. And hopefully I got the map. I'll be able to
I
see
think
where
you
you
do.
are.
I'm pretty sure the map is part of the Misero Coast map,
Mm-hmm.
or quested for both Reverns.
Map
It probably is a quest.
marker. Okay, you're like clear across the other side.
Yep, but you're just gonna hop islands. You're gonna stay away from the big land mass. You'll never have to go near it. You can jump from.
I think it's only the griffins that were true sight.
The only thing that aggroed me at all were the Ignis Drakes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can jump right to G7 to the upper island in, or I guess the only island in H7, and then you go to the X-shaped island in J7, and then you'll take the northeast point to get to K6, and then the next jump puts you to me. And you won't need any giant scales because you're coming from the back side of it.
Yep. I'm just going to be moving east when I can.
And I'll let you bully, feint, trick attack, sneak attack me. Actually, Yeah, you do that, and then I'll sneak attack, trick attack you.
Okay.
If you gold flash. You should gold flash, but you might not. Sometimes it just doesn't want to give up the goods.
Yep. Dun, dun. Alright, now using the portal at F6. So slow.
Yep, and then you'll want to be in the northeast corner of... Oh,
Hippogriffs.
why did he aggro me? He's never aggroed me before.
Because of reasons.
Well, you won't have to bully anymore. Oh no, yes you will, because you're going to trick attack me.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, he doesn't hurt. Why
Okay.
did he suddenly... Well, I guess if he's aggroed me, I'll bring him right to the spatial displacement.
You're like, surprise! Watch Tentacle get one-shotted.
No, this used to be capped at 50, this area.
Alright. I'm gonna do enter displacement. What's gonna happen is we're gonna make it to you and then we're gonna fall asleep. We'll be like, dead! Dead! Wake up, man!
Yeah, so you can just bully, feint, Sata me, and then hopefully you'll gold flash, and then we'll switch places, and I'll do the same thing.
Okay. Oh no, my
Is it
sneak's
switch
wearing off.
places or change places?
Yes. I have no idea. Not even sure if that's something that I would have an idea of if I was not passing out. Yep. Okay, I think I'm getting closer. Yep, maybe just one more island away.
Yep, next island will take you to me.
This is where I'm going to get aggro on the hippogriffs. God dang it! Look the other way! Ah! I was so scared of those guys. The first time we were like, they true sight? And like, yeah, they're true sight. I'm like, so it's gonna be just like the Prometheans all over again? And it was like, everyone started going, oh god, no. Not the Promes.
I just finished Vosel. Okay, let me make sure you're good to go here. Treasure hunter 3, 4, 5. Alright. Bully, feint, Sata.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, here's hoping that...
I'll get right up close for you. Okay, turn around. Okay, my turn.
Disengage! Wow.
But you also assassin charged.
I was like, wow. Okay, you've got the hate.
Can I get it to 10? Nope. So
sad.
stingy. Why so stingy?
Because I hit it too hard. I need to take Assassin's Charge out of that macro, don't I? Macro, edit. Thief. Because I didn't have enough TP for Evisceration. That would have sucked. Copy that. Paste that. And just backspace over the weapon skill part. Save that. What's the recast time on this dude's
No idea.
makes 12 less? So treasure hunter was bully, feint, sneak attack, and trick attack?
Yep.
Okay. And all assassin's charge does is
Triple your
triple.
next attack, which
Okay.
if you're trying to make the fight go longer to proc
Mhm.
more often, is detrimental. Another thing you can do to get more TH chances is put the Thieves' Knife in your main hand
Yeah,
and your Sandung in your offhand, so that your better dagger does less damage.
right.
I mean, I don't even have Sandung, so I just single dagger it.
Yeah.
All right, well, I
Okay.
guess I'm off to Ule Grande.
There
Thank
you go.
for the help.
Hey. Sorry it was stingy, but
Oh, it's okay.
just write the time down. Come back tomorrow, same time.
I
Okay, he's back
I
up.
don't have a I'm not willing to farm it. There's no like what's the word I'm looking for? The respawn estimate doesn't exist
Oh,
for this
okay.
guy on the wiki. No one figured it out.
As soon as I disappear, he's gonna show back up. You're all like, hey, he's back!
I wish.
Alright,
Yeah.
dude.
So tomorrow, if you want, I'll help you get those +2s because it's really not hard. Do you have a black bard?
Yes.
Okay.
I also have a blue mage ninja. But,
Well, if we
I need
can
a lot
find
of
someone that
practice.
has one or the other, I have white-red.
okay.
So if the blue nin can just tank and you and I can, or when I say you and I mean
Mhm.
whoever's the other person and I can just check. And we kill that twice and
Get everything you need.
get everything you need.
Of course, then I'll be all like plotting on all the drops on Song because he's the one that I want with the boots. Cynical will have to get her paladin boots, but that's after.
And there is a pop set for it.
Okay.
So, you know, if we get 2 sets, we need a minimum 2 pop sets.
Okay.
Decayed, Verger Tooth, Pulsating Soulflare Beard, and Chipped Imp's Oliphant.
Sounds familiar.
I'm gonna check to see if I have those key items right now.
I got a bunch. I just don't know which ones and all the other stuff. All right, everyone. Sorry this one took a little bit. This one took an hour longer than normal. But hey, 26 more coins away. That's 4 better than what we were last night. Making progress, getting a little bit closer. Tomorrow's Friday? I guess today's Friday. Yeah. We'll be back on later tonight.
Yep, it's Friday now, depending on where you live.
I think everywhere except California and Hawaii. What it was like anyway. It's probably like still. It's probably still like dinner time over there. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Have fun. Don't get caught. And we'll catch you tomorrow or later today. Bye.